Good call.
Revival motoring.
Grumpy.
Upcoming. Till Lindemann is golden.
Also, the week before you did that was 12 cents.
You know, it'd be tight.
We did the podcast with Raph and Andy.
Oh, okay.
You were like, I don't remember what it was.
All right, it was 12, so we went down to 10.
Hate to see it.
Strong 10 is what it was, I think.
Soft 9.
You
Soft
think
nine.
Alex Jones would cover a Rammstein song?
I think he'd pretty much do anything at this point.
Including Say Sorry.
He's doing my bar mitzvah.
He's gonna have so many. What's that website where you could pay like $20 and they'll do it?
Oh, Cameo?
Oh my God, we should get him to do a cameo for the podcast. Yeah, pull that up.
No,
No.
we'll leave him off for now.
There's no way he's allowed on cameo.
No,
No
No,
way.
they're gonna
That
take-
dude's not allowed at anything.
they're going to take,
They're literally gonna put that guy in a stockade.
every chance he has at making anything. How does it, it's impossible to even pay that back.
Yeah, well, that's the point. They had to put the Illuminati had to put the biggest number on Earth on him.
There's that one.
Shashi's Harness, Tim Connors. What's going on? We're just talking about legal fines.
Yeah, legal fines.
Waiting for Chuck's Italian Vine to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Chassis Harness, I have a Revival Motor hat for you that I got at least 2 months ago.
There you go.
2 months.
Look at that
2
shook
months.
looking out for you.
It is at Austin's shop, hanging on my rack.
How many months?
At least 2.
At minimum, 2.
At minimum 2.
Maximum?
6.
Holla.
Many.
Ken in the room. Scott Ivorone. Love to see him in there.
Hey,
Here
what's up,
is-
Gus?
Actually, hold on, Corey, because that's going to change. Actually, I know exactly what it is.
Man,
I gotta check Cameo.
my
on
boy
phone,
AJ
honestly.
taking it all the way.
I knew Bruce Buffer does really good on Cameo.
Do you think Till Lindemann is on Cameo?
Oh, 100%. 100% he is.
Happy birthday. You know how he talks, you know?
I don't know how that guy talks. It doesn't look like well. I don't think he
No.
talks well.
No. Very broken.
He looked a lot better in the Duhast years.
Yeah.
Turns out he's not on Cameo.
Damn. Do you have the Cameo app?
I've got the website pulled up right now. I would never download the app. Let's be clear. Would never download that.
Did you check AJ? Is he up there?
Definitely not.
Damn.
You can
You didn't care. What's up?
AJ. You could get the guy from Halo.
Halo.
The guy who does all the
And
announcement
lens.
voices.
My
I don't know. I never
keyboard
even
is
played Halo.
Locked, apparently. Let's see.
You
if I
didn't
can
play
keyboard's
Halo?
locked?
Yeah.
Your keyboard's locked?
Well, for that Word document, apparently.
America.
Viewing. Give me.
The guy from 90 Day Fiance, really short guy. You can get him on Cameo. It's pretty awesome.
The one with no neck?
Yes, him.
Oh, what's his name?
I can't. Big. What is it?
Big Ron.
I
Big
know
Ed.
who you're talking about, but I never
Big
knew
Ed.
where he came
Big Ed,
from.
that's
Big
what it
Ed?
is. Yeah, Big Ed is on Cameo.
Big Ed. Big Ed right here. Big Ed, what are you charging? Personalized video, $59.
That's not a bad
That's
rate.
crazy.
Business video, $1,000.
Should we get on there?
Book a live video call for $350.
You just talk to the guy for a little while?
Or no, you talked to. Yeah. Exactly.
The level.
This is a video of him
crazy?
dressed as a chicken
I was
dancing
gonna say
around
he
his
does
living-
ridiculous stuff. He was like wearing a robe, and one of them was dancing around.
The level of crazy, I would go right off the jump if I paid someone that much money to get on a video call with me. Just like spending the whole time trying to get him to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Boom, worth the money.
What else? Who else is on here that's interesting?
Remember the lady in and out in Colorado who was crazy talking to my wife? So I just started being crazier. And she
You
agreed
mean
with
I just
me.
walked away?
You walked away. I started like, you hear about the people that live in the middle of the planet? Yeah. She kept going.
She said, good day.
Yeah, if someone's talking loony, you gotta go loonier.
Yeah.
I told her it was the reptiles that control everything. She got it.
Big Ed's got a 4.95 out of 5-star rating.
Oof,
He's
some
in-
bad ones.
Rated
Is it big?
2,715 times. Who gave him a bad... 1% of people gave him a bad rating.
Let's see it.
Aaron said, you said the wrong name in my video.
Oh shit! You can't let them do a redo. Get a gimme or something. Details by Doug. Looking forward to Sunday. Us too, bud. Gonna be a nice little Sunday.
This guy says, unfortunately, the video has nothing on it. It's just 3 seconds of dead air.
Yeah, but it's from Thick Ed.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
so-
this is. I would have given him 5 stars for this. Unfortunately, I can't use the video as there's profanity, and he uses the God's name in vain several times. It was for a mother of 4 kids.
But like, don't you know the personality you're
That
getting
guy
yourself
gets
into?
it.
Like, for instance,
I don't even know who this guy is.
like if there was a cameo for Trump, like I kind of know how that
Oh.
would go.
Does he have a cameo, Trump?
No, I doubt it.
Did you know he doubled his fortune? You pay AJ's fine for him.
All right, here we go, Corey. Those are the 2 numbers there.
Jeez, imagine that. Trump had a cameo. Be unbelievable.
For your birthday.
It'd be so good.
How are you? You know, you're 32 now.
What was it last week?
I walked in here. I said, "You've been
What a
alive for so
dog!"
many years."
That's what it is.
Bit of a dog.
Bit of a dog.
Bit of a dog.
Seen his wife, bit of a dog.
Perfect. All right, we're good.
Okay.
What?
You Mr. Feeney's 150.
Category is that? What kind of athletes aren't doing well enough in life that they gotta be on Cameo?
I mean, Blake bought us a cameo
Did he really?
a couple of years ago from Crew Jones from Rad. Remember that?
Oh, I did. Yeah, athletes like basketball. Let's see who's on there for basketball.
The guy that voices Metal Gear Solid, Snake, is on Cameo, I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense. Not much happening after that game.
Oh my God! Main event from the N1 mixtapes.
Is Escalade on there? All right, I can
No.
close that one. I can close this one. Bringing that one back up.
Half Man, Half Amazing from the N1 mixtapes. Hot Sauce.
Mr. Feeney. I pay Topanga to give me a shout out.
Anything?
Anything.
Did you even taste that energy drink?
Shut up! Give me another one!
You
I
think
mean-
there's any barium in that energy drink?
Tanya Garcia in there supporting Trump. Hate to see it.
We got Ryan Scalabrini.
I would kill a Trump cameo would fucking blow my mind.
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Look at this guy. What a guy.
Oh my God.
Heard he's the
It would be
best.
so like
It's unbelievable.
just think about like a group of friends paying. I don't know. I'm sure Trump's going to want all the money. $1,000 to make fun of one friend.
If Trump does have a cameo, you guys 100% should make a fundraiser to get a revival motor.
It would be the fucking. It would be the
Cameo.
best.
Oh my God. He should do it.
Jeff,
He c-
I heard it's your birthday.
What a birthday.
Your mother. What a dog.
No birthdays.
Your
or
mother,
anything
bit of a
like it.
dog.
We've got
Turned out
most-
handsome.
Most days.
Go figure.
No other births on this day. Just his. It's gonna be great.
It's the greatest
Lots
day.
of other birthdays. They're all dogs.
Birthday's great.
Total
Fine.
loser.
Oh my God.
He got literally.
How long do we
he got
have
double
bef-
his fortune in like
How
2
long do we
days.
have? I bet it's been pitched to him. It has to have been pitched to him.
I mean, he could charge whatever he wanted.
Big Mom,
That's what
it's
I
your
mean.
birthday.
$10,000. Just that hour-long phone conversation.
Just talking to Trump.
You just start
You
talking
couldn't
about
out crazy him. You couldn't out crazy him. It'd be so good. Corey, you sure he's not on there?
Oh my God. That's
AJ, your cousin, AJ Sekhan. Sounds kind of like second. And he should
What a dog.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, gotta turn that off. There's a Trump impressionist. So.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I got to do? I got to watch the debates again with Trump. Do you remember those things?
It's comedic.
Unbelievable. That's like an
It's
AM1
comedic.
mixtape in itself.
Who was it? Oh fuck! It was some comedian.
Ted Cruz.
it Shane-
What a fat ass.
It was Shane Gillis
Yeah.
on his special,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Oh yeah, you know,
Just pop 'em on.
you have the right there. They're ready. They're prepared. They're yep. I'm going to talk about the economy and growth, et cetera. Then the left is going to talk about schools and et cetera, et cetera. And then meanwhile, Trump just shows up. Ted Cruz, his wife. What a dog!
What a dog.
It's so good.
It's
It's so ridiculous.
we gotta sign off and come back on an hour after we watch a couple
Right,
days.
we got to watch a few.
His wife, what a dog. Come on, Ted.
Oh my God, we live in a fucking
so-
movie.
so
we really
perfect. Oh God. What a dog.
Shook, you ready over there?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're good there. I'm going to hit that button. I'm going to hit this record button so we can back this up.
Back that up.
All right, I think we're good. You got any questions before we get rolling?
I'm good.
What a guy.
What a
Lots of guys.
guy.
Yeah, lots of guests.
Lots of
All
guests.
pretty dumb. This guy, best guess.
All right, let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by a Chuck Who
What a dog.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
Shook's over there at the big desk. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
And in studio, we have our friend, Mark III Builder, and employee of a certain company we're going
Of
to
the
talk
year.
about. That employee of the year.
Player of the year.
Best one yet, ever.
What a dog.
Kyle is here to chat. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
This week, we're going to cover some automotive news and events, upcoming events from us, things that we've did the past, couple of weeks, and a topic that we're going to call, just like you see on Reddit, just rolled into the shop. So we will get into
Is that a Reddit thread?
It is a Reddit
It's a
thread.
Reddit.
It's amazing.
Subreddit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I don't understand Reddit.
You're better off not.
Yeah,
Also, we
Refuse to
forgot.
figure it out.
Welcome back to Revival Birthday Month.
it is birthday month.
Yeah, birthday month, big birthday month.
We're
Getting
full
close.
Voltron
It's
here.
Uncle Corey's.
My dad shouted me out.
Couple days out.
Had a
Got
little happy birthday.
a
to
little
me in
happy
the chat.
birthday from the old man. Love to
Yeah.
see it.
It was Shook's 2 weeks ago. Week and a half.
Last week,
Today's the 12th. Oh,
8 days.
it was on the 4th.
Yeah.
It was great.
was it
Fuck
good?
off. At least I remembered.
What a birthday.
Thank
Great
you.
birthday.
October, great month.
Many birthdays.
Best month.
Shucks, what a
A lot of
dog.
months.
Kyle,
Shook's
when's your
birthday,
birthday?
dog of a birthday.
I am July 20th.
July.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
July,
October.
what a
Really
dog.
unfortunate.
Bit outside the bubble.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not in October, baby.
What are you, an asparagus? We're all Capri Suns.
I actually identify as an attack helicopter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
So
This episode is brought to you by all of our B4B subs. We appreciate you. We actually have some small swag at the end of the table. That's because, no, we are not sponsored by Chemical Guys. And they didn't pay us. I just happen to enjoy some of their fragrances over there. And Revival has purchased those to give away, along with the skate deck, that we were going to give away first week in November.
Wait, we're not supposed to drink those?
Nope, those aren't.
Oh, boy.
Wait, you don't spray those on yourself for cologne-esque type features?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
can if
cheaper
you
than
want to.
cologne.
If you want to smell like a glazed donut.
Well, it's still cheaper than cologne. Yeah, you're
what
right.
do we
true.
got over there for the old Centeroos?
The
tacos?
I think everybody's favorite there is that signature scent.
Fresh glazed.
And some fresh barbershop,
Fresh fade.
fresh fade, a cherry scent,
Cherry blast.
and a fresh glazed scent over there.
Yeah.
as
Oh,
well.
wow.
So,
The
we'll
other
be-
one is good.
We'll be tossing those into a box, if you will, along with a skateboard, some other stuff. And
You're a child. You're a child.
Don't you look at me.
hey, are you
You're
laughing?
tossing those into a box.
That goddamn Tim Ramenstein video.
Right,
Till
just-
Lindemann.
yeah,
Till
that
Lindemann.
just set us up to just.
Yeah,
like,
it's
we,
a total failure.
we have the fucking giggles. So yeah, we're gonna be giving that away. Chuck will talk more about the B4B later on.
That's
so
right.
we can get right into
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks.
What the fuck is on the shelves?
Cobwebs.
The webs, bro.
Those are
It's a
spooky
little
webs.
spooky.
A little spooky?
Yeah, a
Lots of
little spooky in
webs. Scary month.
Seems like it's more spoopy than anything.
Spoopy.
Yeah, it's real
It's
spoopy.
definitely spoopy.
I think we got a rest in peace next to Chris Harris. Like,
Come on. Come on. Don't give away all the secrets of our studios.
I was a little confused.
Don't worry.
By the rest in peace.
been a few weeks since I've been here. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has.
In a
Won't
minute.
be here next week.
Jeez.
Same.
Oh boy.
You won't be here either.
Next week?
Yeah, when do you get?
Wednesday? I'm leaving Tuesday.
I'm leaving Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys on the same flight, sitting on the side of
no,
each
No,
other?
I'm leaving earlier.
I was like, we're not on the same flight, but
We fly in different planes.
yeah.
right, just
different
yeah,
planes.
as
Yeah,
understandable.
insurance.
Yeah. Just
Liability reasons. You know?
Yeah,
to cover
Revival
everything.
Motoring Podcast won't let us
Right.
fly in the same plane.
right, we can't.
Yeah. Too many eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
That's
we
why-
travel separately.
Anytime we go to get food, we all drive.
We all drive
separately.
big caravan there. We give each other.
We all leave.
It's
30
it's like
seconds after
it's,
one another.
it's rally start.
Yeah.
Go.
We don't want to crash into one another.
Yeah.
We all sit at separate tables, staring at the door.
Yep. Screaming in Trump voice at each other. This sandwich, what a dump.
Do I-
Yeah.
Not enough beef. Steak and cheese, terrible.
Sandwich today though.
Wow.
It was
That
good
was a boy.
What
sandwich.
a sandwich.
Good sandwich. Best sandwich.
I walked in the door. I said, wow, what a sandwich.
There's a restaurant near us, Honey Bird.
Honey Bird.
If you're in the area, check it out.
What a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Really hit really
you know
hard.
the gif of the guy pooping in the toilet and the water comes up like Poseidon and kisses his butt cheek.
I don't actually.
No,
I think
you
I
definitely
missed that one.
You made that one. You definitely made that one up in
I
your
was
head.
swallowing that chicken and as it was going down, it. Ooh, chef kiss right
Little
on the
chef's kiss.
uvula. You know,
That's heartburn.
I do have heartburn
Yes,
right now. I do
that's
have
technical
heartburn.
heartburn.
Delicious, worth every second.
What a
Yeah.
kiss.
Heartburn, what a dog.
Yeah, food.
Can't get rid of it.
Acid reflux.
What a dog.
Any other
Slowly
callbacks?
turn
Any
into
callbacks?
AJ.
Any callback.
Any callbacks at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple.
All right.
Oh, Shook.
What do you got?
You gotta
Please.
participate?
Yeah,
You
go ahead.
step up to the plate.
Yay, star. No, I just had a bunch of people send me cool diesel motors in not trucks.
This is how cool Shook is. He's telling us how many people send him stuff.
Right? And this was 2 weeks ago. I
was-
listened, and it was all about
How
how his
cool
DMs
Shook
were
is.
so overwhelmed.
Oh, my DMs
They
are
are very
overwhelmed.
overwhelming.
flooded.
Can't get away from them.
Most
Too
DMs.
many people.
Yeah.
So popular. Billions.
So many DMs.
Who was it?
I've
It
seen your
was-
inbox. It's empty. Mine full.
Yeah, Chuck Lab 25. and my buddy.
Yeah, just make it up.
Yeah, you know that guy wicked good.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah. You
no,
know him
no.
What
really
a
well.
foul.
Hot dogs. Junk style.
Oh,
Becker?
Becker. Okay, yeah.
Hot dog. He just blurts out hot dog.
Hot dogs. I'm footnoting it for my own brain, dude.
Yeah. I like this. Tanya, it's me, Travis. Josh, what's going on in your house?
Hey,
Oh, wait.
Travis.
It's Travis?
What a guy. Using his mother's account. Great account.
Yeah.
It's against the rules of YouTube.
So, what are these diesel motors that are cool that aren't in trucks?
That looks like Tanya.
There was one in a Mercedes wagon drifting, like actually blowing the fucking tires off this thing. They're cool, man. I never said that diesels. I did say diesels suck, but
Yeah,
like
you did.
I don't think the engines suck.
Oh,
just
no,
think
I
the
think
trucks
diesels
and
suck.
the
I'm with
guys-
you.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, you know, diesels suck. Yeah.
yeah.
The amount of
I'll stick to
runaway
that.
diesels we were sent is just
It has to be
amazing.
like,
I got a couple of those.
you got to be like compound turbo and a hot rod to be a cool diesel.
yeah.
All
This
these
was
guys
like.
putting Volkswagen diesels in Volkswagen cars.
I'll
Come
show
on.
you the video. You sent me a video.
AKA
of
our whole listener base.
It was like a diesel drift car ride along, and then a diesel Mercedes wagon just fucking very hard, and that was cool.
Yeah. I guess,
Trucks
I
still
mean, you
suck.
put diesels and stuff like tractors. That's cool.
Yeah.
Tow trucks,
Big rigs
Yeah.
makes sense.
campers, Winnebagels,
Buffs, buses.
buffs.
What a buff!
That's what we call them, buffs.
Yeah, you know. There you go. That's all.
So, are you going to put one in the BMW now?
What?
Put one in the BMW
Oh,
now?
yeah, maybe go
A
diesel.
turbo? Yeah, maybe do a Cummins.
Do a power stroke.
I do like to be stroking, and then I'll be doing the Cummins. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect.
How was it built?
How's it going?
What a
Yeah.
callback.
Mm.
What a callback.
What a guy.
I don't want to blow anyone's minds.
Oh, shit.
I want you to blow mine.
The body work is done.
Yeah.
Done.
So, what does that mean? Where's our next step?
Over.
Chuck and Eddie's, the junkyard.
He's going to park it out there. Park it in front of the gate at night.
That would be the most shook thing. Finish the body work, get it all in primer, all ready to go
It's ready to go.
on a flatbed to the
Yeah,
junkyard.
just leave it outside the gate at night.
Scrap.
Why are you throwing that away? Such a dog.
Car's a dog.
302, best motor.
Yeah, God's 2JZ or 1JZ.
America's, yeah.
America's.
There you go.
Also God's.
God's as well.
One nation under God. It's JZ.
So, bodywork's done. So, where does that bring you?
I'm here right now.
Wow.
Why do I even bother asking you questions?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really
So,
is. I tried
bodywork's
making you a
done.
part of this. and
I
you ruined it.
literally, I said, listen, I don't know how much money you want. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
Please just finish his car. I'm not sanding another second.
This guy with a wallet flex.
Yeah.
I would have done it. How much? Jesus.
No, it's not
use
expensive
a
at
few
all. He was
bucks.
like, I'm not going to charge you a lot. I'm like, all right, well, I like that because I'm poor. So
You're like, all right, I'll get you an ad on the podcast.
No, he's
Here we are. Here's a plug.
it's just
Here
like
we
a
go.
great. He's just a buddy of mine.
He's a
It's
great
very weird-
painter. His address is.
Yeah. No, he doesn't paint. He just does body work. And
I thought the
oddly
body
enough-
work. Wait, wasn't body work done?
What?
I thought you said it was done.
It's done because of him.
Oh, he did the body work.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this makes more sense to me.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. No,
right,
I,
yeah.
I got it.
What a pal.
Progress was made not on his behalf.
I got it 90% done. He looked at the things I did. He's like, "You did an all right job."
So we undid it all and refixed
He
it.
nicely told me he was just gonna redo everything that I did.
Bit of a dog.
Bit of a dog. He's like, "See how there's right here." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's bad." But then here, he's like, "Right here is good." But you see that also on the same thing that I said that's good. I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Not great."
There you go.
So all that.
So he finished it, and so now you got to paint it. I'm just gonna put this together for you. You're gonna paint it next.
Yeah, that's probably the next step.
You got a paint guy.
So I've got a paint guy, but I need to get sealer. So that's gotta get do.
What are you doing? A floor?
What? No,
What
you gotta seal. He's gonna primer it.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take care of the sanding of that, the whole car to 600
Okay.
after he primers it.
Miles an hour.
Yes.
Yep.
You can mock Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Then once that's all done, it goes to my buddy's house where it's gonna get sealed and painted.
All right.
Yeah, here's you found a painter who will do paint. It's tough to find one guy that does it all, and if they do, they charge a lot of money.
It's a lot of work.
It's an incredible undertaking.
Yeah.
I don't know how this dude does this every day. He's like, it's easy. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It sucks. But
I mean, yeah, I've got a really close friend who does it every day. I mean, some days he bitches to me about it. Some days he sends me really cool photos. I guess it's a give and take. It's a job in the
Yeah.
end, right?
He just grits
I
up.
think-
you know,
I think
cowboy
when
up.
you sand the fuck out of something and make it look nice, and then you paint it, you're like, fuck yeah, I did that.
Look at me.
Job well done.
I'm God now.
But yeah, it's all done. I think realistically, well, I still need to do the hood pins, which I'm fucking very nervous about doing. I'm doing them.
I thought Willy Nilly was going to do them. I think you were talking about he came over. Didn't he want to look at them or whatever? He said it was going to be easy.
Was it Willy Nilly?
No, I was gonna ask him to.
Oh, okay.
take a
Willy
stop by.
Vanilli?
I'm just gonna do them.
You gonna pop the pins in?
Dude,
I'm just gonna send it.
just do it.
I've done it before, so do it again.
I think you just put the hip pins in and you slam it, and that marks where you get a drill, right?
Right.
That's how I did it the first time.
Yeah, done.
Everybody says to mark it with a little grease. No, you just slam it.
It's a kind of fucking wimp.
Yeah, you just slam it because you're gonna cut holes there anyways. What's it
kind of-
matter if you dent
What
it?
kind of
Hey,
an
if it goes through, even
uncommitted?
better.
Yeah, if you go through, you're already
Get them
halfway
really
there.
hot
You're
first.
done.
Everybody knows hot goes through metal.
Yeah.
Hey, heat it up nice.
Yeah, jet fuel.
But after, yeah, I mean, we're good, dude. It's going.
Oh, 1 second. As someone who's completely sanded an engine bay to like a bathtub almost, and done it all yourself, would you do it again?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I
I've
didn't
actually
think
done
so.
it twice.
I know.
Thanks to the GW bridge, but yeah, no, I would not do it again. Like if you could be like, here's 10 grand. Nope. Like not interested. It's fucking awful.
I wouldn't do it.
Start to finish himself, and he wouldn't do it again.
If somebody, so the bay, actually, believe it or not, he looked at the bay and he said, "This is pretty good."
Yeah, his
He-
came out great.
He's
though.
not even gonna touch it. It was like where I did it. I didn't go high enough with the like the filler shit, or like if I filled it, there's like still a little like dent somewhere that I can't feel, but his fucking very experienced hand can. He's like, right here, right here's a little fucking
Sounds
kachiga
handsome.
kachiga right there. I'm like, all right, dude, have at
The
it.
Marlboro man doing your
Jesus,
paint.
This guy's a
yeah.
real brawny guy.
Cowboy.
I had the dent in the door fixed. So he starts DAing it and he's like, "You see this spot right here?" He's like, "This is all a dent also." And I was like, "Oh, well, I missed the whole door, I guess." It's a little ding. And he sands it and he's like, "No, all this." It looked like, those topology maps where you see like
Yeah.
the
Topographical
Yeah,
map.
topographical like elegical Yeah.
Topological.
Freddy Krueger's
It'd be
face.
very obvious if I showed you the door as a topologically
But
map.
He's having some real trouble right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mind him. He said a Caesar.
You'd be like, Jesus fucking Christ, my brother. Yeah, it looked like a truck back through my door after he was done sanding it. So
Ultimately, I'm happy that progress was made.
yeah, I didn't do any of it though, so that's cool.
Doesn't matter.
It's perfect.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, listen,
Progress is progress.
Yeah.
I get why all these guys pay for their cars to get built, man. It's nice. Grass Congrats to you, my friend. You paid $15 grand for somebody to swap a car and build it for you. I'm jealous. Truly.
There we go.
There's a certain level of enjoyment. I get like there's certain things where I like happily was like I'm not dealing with this, but then you get the enjoyment out of doing the majority of it yourself.
And you
Yeah.
know how it's done.
Yeah, no, I do like working on it. I would continue. The thing is, though, it's like the outside. It's like I could shut the hood and be like, no, don't look in there. If the outside, if somebody's taking care of it and it looks good, like I'll pay whatever I need to pay for it to just do that.
I see you got one of those neat drift hoodies. I should have bought one of those things.
Neat
Beautiful.
drift hoodie.
It's neat.
Yeah. Is that neat?
Neat.
Oh yeah, it is neat. I was like,
I like that hoodie.
what the fuck is neat?
Speaking of cool stuff.
Yeah,
I should have ordered one of those
Neat
fucking
Drift
things.
Club. Thank you for the sweatshirt.
Yeah, look at that.
Big shouts. Big shouts.
Big shout to neat.
Any
to
other
end that
callbacks
segment.
there, Shook?
I'm good. I don't want to take up any more of your fine gentleman's time.
Okay.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, an old Chucky's life over here. Put a new lift for my garage. If anybody has a discount code for Ben Pack's website, please send that to me 2 days ago. Those guys make everything, man. They make I got a narrow tall. It's like a little narrow guy.
Think about it. I mean, they just make every configuration.
They do. It can't be hot for them. I had to buy 4 drip trays, though, because everything I have leaks from everywhere.
Yep.
So I did that. Got an 83-inch rise. They really got me going.
83-inch ride.
83-inch rise, baby. This thing's going to the rafters.
Did you see this
That's
parking lift?
72.
What are you talking about?
Holy shit.
It's almost 8 feet. 7 feet. 7 feet. It's almost 7 feet.
That's pretty serious
Did
stuff.
you just add a lift or replace a lift?
No, this is a 4-post, like a storage thing. So I'm putting it next to my other lift.
2-post parking lift.
I'm gonna park the
4-post
lift
parking
on it.
lift.
Can you fit 2 K cars on it?
It sounds dangerous, but yes.
Worth a shot?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it's
Sideways?
worth a shot.
Can you put them sideways?
You can drive them up it. I think the other lift would block the front of it.
You get a forklift, you could put them on there sideways.
If I got a forklift, I would have just bought more shelving.
Yeah. The shelving's
the
rated
K
enough
car
to
up
put
on
a
the
K car.
shelf?
Yeah.
A shop I used to hang out in would put cars up on like pallet shelving because you can put those lifts on casters to move them, and they just caster it over to shelving, lift the car up, drive the car into the rack, and then caster it
Yeah,
away.
Mike Burrows has a Mini on the top of his office.
Oh, like yeah.
In his shop, in the background, there's a Mini, like an old Mini.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
on
up
like
top.
the roof of his office. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that, so that should be good. I mean, yeah, maybe I will get shelving, some casters, and it just seems real dangerous to me, if I'm honest. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drive off a lift onto a shelf. That seems like a bad idea.
I would never drive it.
Did you say,
They
our-
must push them.
Talk about innovative lift storage or lifting and storing things on shelves. Our buddy Grant there, Instagrant.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's seen him with his watercrafts and a cherry picker.
What? No.
Oh, amazing. He was by himself. And he had 2 stand-up jet skis.
I did see that. Yeah.
And he used the cherry picker to lift him up.
I was trying to think what you meant by watercraft. Jet
Shimmy him
skis,
forward and then pop him on there.
Gentleman's jet ski.
It's
the
perfect.
watercraft.
Worked out great. They
Really?
have a 6,000-pound capacity, triple independent platform parking lift.
Oh yeah, that's crazy money.
Oh yeah,
Triple?
yeah.
Triple.
It's $35,000 lift.
They
Turns your
have
3-car garage into a 6.
1, 2,
yeah
3.
that the triple with the
Yeah.
cables.
Yeah.
but they have a double wide lift for like
yeah,
10
there's a
grand.
double like that too.
Not the double parking lift, but the double lift.
Yeah.
Caselli's got one in his garage.
A double?
Throws the P. No, single, but he throws the P car up top, car down bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works out well for him.
No, they make a double parking lift, which is just like cables that lift it, and
Yeah.
then they make a double lift, which is like a 4-post that goes
There's
up.
a
the
triple.
cables,
Which is way less
sketch
money.
me a little bit.
Crazy.
Do they make a? Yeah, they make a triple
triple.
Yeah, but they
lift
don't-
lift.
It don't
Or
sit
it's a
on
triple
the
parking
cables.
lift.
There's locks. It sits on the locks.
I don't know.
I think the parking lift's just cables, isn't it?
I understand that
The parking
inside
lift
of the
looks like it's
beams-
just cables.
Just cables.
Are
Yeah, I
just
don't know how that
cables?
works.
As long as there's no jet fuel in there, you're fine.
Exactly. You keep jet fuel out of the way from that steel beams.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
The rest is history.
Finance as low as $777 a month.
For like 15 years.
50-year
rest.
lease.
Ben Beck makes some.
Affirm your lifts.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I was
They're-
going to spend all the money, I would buy their triple stacker lift
The stuff they
and
make.
just put it right in the middle of my
There's
garage.
so much shit that they make.
They make a version of the quick jacks too that are nice.
Because
Yeah.
I got 15 feet, so like I could put one right in the middle.
Shop equipment, wheel servicing
think you have to-
equipment.
You very much have to anchor those to the ground, though, and that's.
Where they get?
Are you is this getting bolted to the ground?
No,
I've
I'm not a
seen-
wimp.
I've seen a lot of them that don't.
Yeah, no, the 4-posts don't have to, but the parking jacks do. The parking lifts do.
That sketches me out.
Yeah, well, you got.
you seen the ones in New
cars.
York?
Yeah, like the quadruples.
They're like 4 or 5 high or whatever they are.
Yeah, it's
just
crazy.
in a parking lot in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere.
The
Not
G
bolted
Pub
to the ground,
building
though?
in
They have to
Providence
be.
actually has one of those. Like
Yeah.
for a resident G Pub.
Oh, really?
Well, like the G building, yeah, they have like for their residents, you can like pull in and they have like
Yeah, they have triples.
6 or I don't even know what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, Providence G. There's a couple doubles, but then there's some big ones you didn't even notice because they go up over like the ceiling. It's wild.
Jesus.
What if your car's all the way at the top? You gotta get everybody else off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or does it like go super deep into the ground?
No,
Like,
no,
cartridge?
no. That's crazy. That's some
It's not-
Japanese.
I think
That's
they would-
Japanese level shit.
It's not Batman.
They would probably ask like, "Hey, are you going to pick up your car
I mean,
in
at
an
the,
hour
at the G
or
building,
in
if you're
4
paying
months?
for an apartment there, they'll move cars out of the way.
Yeah, probably.
There was a CTSV on back when I used to DJ there. There was a CTSV on one. It was cool. Anywho, here's a fun story. Last night I picked up my Z3, which was here, and I was driving it home, which is nice. Haven't driven in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to my house, I get off a pretty abandoned exit, hit a bump, and both headlights went out.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's
Joys-
weird.
The joys of owning a German vehicle.
Both headlights just went out.
Wow.
Did the fog stay on?
It doesn't have fog lights.
Okay, yeah.
The ambers.
Interior lights go off.
No, amber stayed on. Blinker still worked. And luckily, thank the sweet Lord,
Yeah.
if I pulled the stalk back, my high beams would come on. But if I locked it, it wouldn't come on. So I drove for the next like 12 minutes holding the high beams back. And
it's
it was out in the
interesting.
middle of nowhere, so I didn't see another car, which is
You know
nice.
what's interesting is when I put the LED bulbs in the 1 Series,
Yeah.
that happened to me. So the car would freak out because didn't think that headlights were in it because there wasn't enough, resistance. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand electricity. And the headlights would go off. They were on.
That's not great.
It would go off. Interior lights would stay on.
Yeah.
And then the only way to get lights on would be to pull the high beam
Yeah,
lever.
that's exactly what happened. So
Yeah.
these babies went off, so which is great. And then I don't know what the hell was going on, so I get to the garage and I was like, well, they're on different fuses just so this doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the listing, it's like fuse 15 for left side in 25, fuse 14 for right size and 25. So obviously, fuse 25 goes out, you're shit out of luck,
Both
and that's
of-
exactly what happened. I don't know why.
That's weird.
So it was a fuse.
Fuse 25.
It was just I was like, what the hell could this be? The blinkers were working, everything else was working, the switch was working. So yeah, it was just a single 5 amp fuse.
and 25 wasn't bigger than the 14 and 15?
25 was 5 amp. 14 and 15 were like 25s.
That's so bizarre.
It must be the switch
Signal?
fuse or something. Or
It's got to be,
Signal.
yeah.
Or something. I mean,
Like the signal from like your, like.
I don't know what it was, but
That's
it was
weird because I expected the
it was like
25
the
to be
only
bigger.
the only street out there with street lights, so that helped.
I wonder how big was the bump? Like big or sharp?
No. It was just like a little. I don't even think the bump had anything to do with it. It was just like a
Weird winky dink.
yeah.
Because
So both
then
both
I'd say
headlights went
probably
out.
your ground is like loose, and then you blew a fuse when it like jumped itself. That happened to me in the drift car. I hit a puddle so big, and every single light I have on the car turned off, never turned back on again.
That's good.
Shouts to chassis artist. It's gonna work this time.
That's what happened to my M3 once. It's funny you say that. I was driving it. Me and my buddy Steele were driving to some car show, and Fantasy from Mariah Carey came on, so we turned it all the way up. Radio never worked again. I was out in Western Mass. I was like, this is my fucking jam.
Yeah.
Turn it all the way up, turned off forever. Still not on.
Still sleeping.
Sometimes you gotta risk it all.
So are you
That's what I'm
telling
trying
me
to
that
say.
I wonder if
when
she's
your headlights
recovered
blew-
from that Nick relationship.
Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
She was dating Nick Cannon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazingly, I don't
Did they
think
have
that.
a
Did
kid?
they
I
have a kid?
I had a buddy dating her stepdaughter.
Mariah Carey's stepdaughter?
Yep.
Oh.
She was I'm not even gonna get into it.
What a dog.
what a dog.
No, she was not a dog, but she was
So what you're telling me
a
is
big
when-
fan of this snowy days. Big fan of the winter.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Always going to the bathroom periodically.
Woo! She loves winter.
You're telling me is when your headlights went off and you just had ambers, you could see more than Corey could see in his rental.
I never see more than I can see in my fucking Tacoma.
Yeah. Yeah, the rental was pretty bad.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Love to see that. And do you guys have other callbacks? Because I got more.
I don't.
The only other callback I have is this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of was my
That was yeah.
Revivals.
exactly
We're gonna have a Donuts and Brews.
Yep.
Is that what's going on?
a D&B.
Why don't you tell-
October
the
16th
DMB.
at Proclamation Ale Company.
Yes.
in Warwick, I believe.
Sunday
Rhode
at
Island on-
Warwick.
on Sunday,
Just
9
say
a.m.
your GPS for FedEx headquarters Warwick.
There's
Bring-
some like
bring
logistics
your basketball
company.
shorts.
They share their parking lot.
Yeah.
It's like a big solar farm. Look out for that.
Yeah.
There's a booth, like a guard booth.
I gotta be
Yeah.
honest.
You're
with
not
you.
going to stop at it.
If you type it in your GPS, it brings you right there. I don't know how other people get lost.
That's true.
They put a big sign.
I think
out
it's
front
much better
too.
now. Yeah.
Have you driven recently on like the highway or anywhere? Have you noticed the amount of just absolute nonsense happening on the roads? It's just,
Oh, I think I follow the point you're trying to make.
yeah, how could there not be confusion? There's confusion every day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
see people. I see
Actually-
literal people walking around the grocery store like this, pushing their carriage.
He's making faces.
Yeah. No, just historically speaking, proclamation has always been a weird thing for a GPS to get you to directly. Sometimes it drops you off
Let
in
us
a
work.
neighborhood.
It just puts you on the opposite side of a fence at times.
Is there going to be food? I've had to ask my DMs. So full.
so full.
So full.
Flooded.
So many
Everyone
people
was
DMing me.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Asking if there's food. I said, there's going to be food.
We'll have donuts.
There'll be
Okay,
donuts.
that's food.
Oh, it's BYOD.
Typically
Yep.
speaking,
It's a donut like potluck. obviously.
Proclamation does an excellent job of lining up food trucks.
They usually have great food
Yes,
trucks,
while
so
they're
it
yeah.
looks
open.
like Sunday, 10/16, game day snacks will be available for purchase at Proclamation at 12 p.m.
Game day.
So that is perfect. Hang out with us, grab some brews, game day snacks. Don't know what the game
Donuts.
is? Get them.
I think
Dandruff. I've never heard that.
Really good. Jack Adams in the room.
Nose beers is my favorite.
those
but
beers.
I see.
Yeah.
I never ever saw anybody say nose beers, and I said it as like by accident one time. I was like, "Yeah, nose beers," and then I just started seeing it pop up.
Wow, you probably started that whole thing.
I was gonna
probably
say, is
did.
that why your DMs are so
That's why his
full?
DMs are so full.
Yeah, I should have TM'd that shit.
Oh wait, hold on.
the bench.
Sunday.
Pretty sure I made that.
Oh, that's wrong.
Pretty sure I made that, bro. Well, anyways, that's coming up this Sunday.
Sunday.
We're going to be there at 9 a.m.
Yep.
We're going to whenever it ends.
Yep. We will have.
It's a huge
some
parking lot.
Some stickers for sale.
Yep. What else?
Coffee. for
Coffee.
sure.
What else?
Whatever
We
we,
got
have
plenty
left
of
for
coffee.
shirts.
Perfect.
Are
What
we
else?
still selling our used underwear?
Not yet. Hasn't.
No.
We haven't resorted back to
A
that
man
since
fashioning a Caillou out of a
since-
log?
Next year, possibly.
since mid-COVID. That
Soon
was the.
TM.
No.
When I was in Colorado,
Okay.
Yep.
I was running tight on space. So I just threw away my underwear and socks every single day.
fucking odyssey of a life you live.
This recent trip,
Yeah.
you're just chucking them.
Yeah.
You gotta get a soft luggage, my man.
I'll figure it out.
Why don't you
Wait,
You know what? At the end of every day, they just went right in the trash.
boom.
Were they
Holy
used
shit.
like?
Imagine a lady cleaning your room, be like, what the fuck?
Were they old like underwear and socks? or
Brand
anything?
new.
They weren't purchased recently.
I mean, within the past few months.
Because, okay, yeah, because I was going through my socks, I'm like, I don't remember buying this many like knee-high socks.
I remember buying this many women's
You remember how
socks.
weird it would have been at that first hotel we were at?
That's what I was, were you doing it there?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
I was like, you know what? Don't have to bring it home.
I mean, I don't think they were fingering through it. Like,
No, they were.
You see underwear in the garbage, you're like, oh, he shit himself. You know, there's no
but that's
This guy keeps on shitting himself.
but that's the thing. When you see 5 pairs of underwear in the garbage,
yeah.
And the thing is like, at first time it was like funny, and then it just became natural. Like, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
done
just-
with
are you
these.
doing it at
Just-
home now?
I gotta start doing that with my socks, man. All I'm saying is I open up my
Brandon
sock
went
drawer,
away. What a day.
too many socks. I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys.
The most socks I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah, just
many
like your
socks.
DMs.
Open my sock drawer. I say, this is a lot of socks.
That's a lot of socks.
How many socks you guys got? You got a lot of socks?
I probably keep like 24 pairs on deck.
That makes sense.
I have an insane amount of socks.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of socks.
wait,
My top dresser drawer, socks.
didn't we go over the new
I
pair
just
of
kept
socks?
on ordering socks
Right,
on
that's-
Amazon
that's
to
what it
like get this new sock thing going for a while.
Yeah.
Now I'm stuck with them. Every time at this point, every time I blow a hole in a sock, I just order another pack of 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that checks out.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
There was
Big
a time
shouts
where I
to
was
P.
ordering-
Coots. Snap-on socks still the best socks.
Yeah.
Snap-on socks are
It's-
like I got them for free for the first time like 2 years ago, and life changing. I was
It's
like,
not even
like they can't be that good. They are that good.
Yeah.
They really are.
Not like $40 a pair if you have to buy them.
If only their screwdrivers
Probably.
were that good.
I don't
Oh,
think
shit.
they're that bad.
Shots fired.
I don't know. I wear them comfortably.
The socks?
And there's a couple different versions of them too.
Yeah,
Like
sweaty
there's the
feet
high
ones.
boys, there's the low boys.
Yeah. But anyway, this Sunday,
This
very
Sunday.
important. Come hang
Yes,
out.
this Sunday.
Yeah,
Have
it's
a
going to
good
be a lot
time.
of fun. There's going to be donuts, and then come 11
The
o'clock,
most
there's going
fun.
to be beers.
beers, and then who knows? Could be nose beers.
Yeah. They're great.
Hey,
Choose your own adventure. You
do
know what I
whatever
mean?
you want. Yeah,
BYNB.
Yeah.
$10 a pair.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
It's not bad at
Oh,
all.
I pay
for
$10 a
socks?
pack right now. That's pretty heavy.
That was
Yeah.
fair, but for Snap-on socks?
Yeah, but I get a lot more pairs for that.
I mean, $100 gets you 10 pairs. You know what I mean? I'm in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a
I see
week
it.
plus. That's a week plus.
Oh, listen. One day I hope to be as frivolous.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Frivolous
I
with my
bet those. I bet
spendings.
those pairs, like sock for sock. I bet those things last way longer than the 6 pairs you
Yeah.
get for $10.
But
on
and
Amazon.
it's a quality of life thing. I mean, just think of how much happier you'd
Yeah,
be in
my
a pair
QOL.
of Snap-on socks.
That was like me throwing them away. How much happier I was packing my suitcase at the end of the trip. I had all this extra space.
till you realize you were one short.
I counted it out before. 'Cause I was like, I got to make sure I nail this.
Don't get the last day. You're going on a whitewater rafting. Blow a pair of undies.
Just fucking chafing everywhere.
There was zero room for mistakes.
Exactly. This is living
No
life
wiggle
dangerously.
room.
Yeah.
Tolerances were tight.
Yeah. I had to make sure my diet was perfect.
No eggs, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent.
It was good.
I have a deep thought,
Yes.
inspired by real events.
Oh, before you dive into deep dive, did you talk about the Escalade last week? I haven't listened.
I did talk about the Escalade. How did you like the Escalade?
Love the Escalade.
Tell me about the Escalade.
Wish I could afford one. Can't afford one.
Very expensive.
But,
You can afford a used one because they're not worth anything.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
You were throwing away your underwear so often, you might be able to.
Yeah, you probably could have
That's
bought
true.
a
That's true. If I thought about it a little
pair
bit
of
more.
Escalades.
I'm sure I can cut a few things in my life to be able to afford one. But my
Just don't
favorite thing
replenish.
was the cruise on it.
The cruise.
Did it
Oh,
have-
yeah.
But
Wait, it didn't have Super Cruise.
No, it
did
didn't.
not have Super Cruise. What it did have was just like speed controlled cruise.
Okay.
So like distance and speed. I don't know. I've
Adaptive.
never driven a car. I've never driven a car with one.
Yeah, adaptive cruise was
Overwhelmed
lame.
at how good it worked. Until we're coming around a bend and it's 3 lanes wide, and the 2 right lanes are forward travel lanes, and the left lane is a left turn only lane. And it sees this row of cars in the left turn only lane and fucking almost throws me through the windshield. Because I'm coming around at like 70. Shouldn't have been driving that fast. But I'm coming around at like 70, and it sees this, and it just is like full stop. And I was like, oh my God. And then he stepped on the gas, and it just went. But it was like, all right, you're good. But it must have seen something as come around the corner where it was like, holy shit, you got to stop.
This fucking guy's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I drove all the way from Aspen to like 10 minutes outside of Denver, just set at cruise, and it just did everything from, 3 lanes of traffic, through the mountains, up and down, construction, single lane. I was like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Enjoyable. Great. Great wireless charger as well.
Best wireless charger I've dealt with.
Yeah. How did it work with your phone, though? Did it work with
It
yours?
worked good with my phone. The only problem is if I push it in too far, I wouldn't be able to get it back.
Did it have like the center armrest wireless charger, or was it like the
No,
forward
it was
one?
like, I think of like a cup holder that was very deep, deeper than, actually just about as deep as my phone, but with like rubber fingers in it. So when you slid
Fingies.
it in, it couldn't go anywhere.
It was like a
slide around.
flashlight for your cell phone that charges it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's just like a
rubber
fleshlight, yeah.
fingers.
Yeah.
Little fingies. It was great. Fantastic.
And I think about putting this phone folded in half in it and realizing, oh shit, I'm not going to get this phone out.
Yeah, it didn't
So that happened to me
come
one
out.
time.
So,
You just have to turn the car upside down.
And shake it around a little bit.
yeah.
Wouldn't be that hard out there, honestly.
Oh, and then the cars out there.
Yep.
I made like a little post about it. Some of the
Yeah,
cars I
Oh,
saw.
yeah.
The weirdest stuff out there that's you just I guess wouldn't expect for there, but then when you think about it and you think about money, you think about people, you're like, oh, this all checks out. Cool cars out there.
That's
Lot of
cool
cars.
stuff.
My favorite thing was I saw the weekend after I was leaving, there was a car show, and it was only 30 cars selected. Selection upon arrival. So you drive there, and you're like, I don't know, maybe I'll get selected, and then they're like, no, you back
Was
in
that
the line.
there was a show everybody asked if I went to while I was out there. It's called like Splash.
That was a different thing.
Splush.
It was, I think,
Slush?
in Colorado Springs.
It was.
Yeah.
Slush, maybe?
It was the weekend we were there.
Yeah, I think it was. If
Yeah,
I knew
I
I
think
would have
it was
went.
a
I would have skipped all the meetings.
I was thinking it was a weekend you flew home.
Okay.
It was like that weekend. So no, this was like an
Slush
Aspen.
Motorsports Festival.
Yeah,
There we go.
Colorado Springs. Should have been like maybe last weekend.
Pikes Peak International Raceway, Fountain.
Yep, that's what we missed that.
Yeah.
Good. Found out about that as soon as I get the field works.
Oh, wow.
I saw the old peak from a distance.
Yep. Seen the peak, man.
She's big.
What a peak. Seen a lot of peaks.
Yeah.
Other peaks.
Single peak or twin
What a
peak?
bunch of dogs.
What a dog. Not even that big.
Bit of a peak and a half.
Yeah.
Peak and a half. Okay.
Peak and a half.
A
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of peak. A lot of peak. Definitely peak.
Maybe a little peak.
yeah. Little peak.
I peaked.
But yeah, overall, Escalade was great. I'm gonna look them up now.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me see.
Get
What
you
year
one.
was it?
2023, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was,
I could
I
just-
returned it with 2,000 miles on
I
it.
can picture that. You having the 2 smallest cars ever. The Polo.
We rented it
the
with
Civic.
I was talking to my
And
wife
just
the other day,
like-
and I was like, you know what? I might buy an Escalade. And she's
Yeah.
like, that would be terrible. I'm like,
What?
no.
Why?
She said because it's like driving. It doesn't feel like a car. It's like driving around an apartment building. I was like, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point, for sure.
It's a dog.
It
A
was
bit of a
incredible.
dog.
There was like 17-inch monitors on the back of the like driver and passenger headrest. Mind you, couldn't use them because they didn't have a subscription.
Yeah.
But
It's you know the thought that counts.
That would be
It's a
like a
thought.
toy hauler for your EG and the Polo. Like you could pull them into the trunk.
You could
of it.
easily. That's the thing that I said about the last podcast, and what I get about Escalades. If you're like towing dirt bikes somewhere, and you're just driving in your living room,
yeah, yeah,
and the living room does not care that anything's behind
it was the most comfortable thing. And then furthermore,
It felt like being in first class.
if you crossed like the lines, it would like vibrate the seat. So I would just
Oh,
like
yeah.
bob and weave in and out of them.
It's funny to me
Just
that
like bzz, bzz.
you like that cruise control so much. You should take my X3 for the weekend because it like shits all over that cruise.
Really?
My
I
X3,
thought it
you
was
can,
great.
You can put on the highway and literally set it to a speed and just let go of the steering wheel and just keep going. And if you're in traffic,
Yeah.
you literally don't have to do anything. It just
That's what this did. So
Yeah,
I set it
it's
to
crazy.
75. I always held the steering wheel. But set it to 75 and it would just do everything. And it was
you just
comfortable.
tape a couple hot dogs to the steering wheel.
Because what I noticed, my gripe with the
Warm 'em
Tesla.
up. Gotta warm them up in your pants.
You do have to warm them up.
Gotta
yeah.
warm them up.
Turn
You
the
just tape
heated
'em to
steering
the
wheel on.
Exactly. Everybody
my,
knows radiant
My
heat.
gripe with the Tesla when we had it in LA was that the Tesla could do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But the braking and acceleration was so
Yeah, not
harsh
great.
and
Yeah.
unnatural. It was like this doesn't work. This is shitty. But the Escalade, the big old V8, really got you up there and brought you back down safely.
Yeah, mine gets mad at you if you take your hands off the steering wheel too much, and then it's just like, no more. It's like a super German. It's like, maybe in 5 minutes you can try this again. When I first got it, I was
No
just
more
like,
for you.
what is this thing doing? It's just like, listen, no more. Du hast.
No, the Teslas are doing the same thing now.
Yeah, this was like, no
They
fucking
shut
way.
you out.
Du hast mich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you. You can't do this.
Wait,
20. So you would
I've
need a
had a lot of drivers.
2021.
Good news,
Maybe
2023
2021.
Cadillac Escalade V Series, $215,000.
Yep. Even in 2021, this is when that new facelift, so the new body style one, the lowest I'm seeing is $94,000.
They're 85 new.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, these are
All
all
right,
crazy.
well.
Wow.
These are used at 111.
We
5,600 miles, $126,000. I should have just traded
You
in.
should have just stolen it. The fine's probably less than buying one.
We've talked about that with leasing before.
You probably
you
could have just
seen
go,
these
go somewhere,
prices?
lease a car, just be like, I don't know. You
Just
fucking
picturing Corey driving
you
back
figure
from
it out.
Colorado in a stolen Escalade with 2 warm hot dogs glued to the steering wheel.
yeah. But
this baby drove itself all the way here.
yeah, unbelievable. All right, well these are very expensive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's an apartment building on
you could have
wheels.
rented it for 36 months and almost be the same price used. You know,
Yeah. See? You think I could have gone away for 36 months?
they probably would have given you a rate.
That's true. But like, hey, what if I just don't bring it back?
Yeah,
Actually, rental companies do have long-term leasing plans.
Do they really?
that's glad it wasn't cheap.
It was good.
We
though.
can upgrade. Oh, that's because I rented a Tahoe though.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to get that upgrade.
Right.
And
It was
they
the
upgraded me to
upgrade.
Escalade.
Yeah.
Excellent.
3-row, mind you. 3-row captain's chairs, dude. Oh my
Captains all over. We're all
Did they
captains.
spin?
Captain's law.
We're all the
Could you
captains now.
spin them to the center like a
No,
Yeah, of
box?
course.
they didn't spin, unfortunately.
On the bridge,
I
you
wish.
could.
Imagine that you spin it to get out. Or you spin the passenger and driver at each other's and you can eat picnic in there.
It's like a
Have a
Volkswagen.
little lunch on the center
transport.
console. Do a
You
little
could
cocaine.
share the steering wheel hot dogs together.
Yeah, you
Just
put that on
slide it
Super
over.
Cruise. They just
Yeah.
turn to each other.
Yeah.
Don't even bother looking at the road.
That's
You'll
the
be
future.
fine.
Yep.
Sure is. It's hot dogs.
First
center
car I could
console.
buy so I can fall asleep while it drives me home. Buying it.
It's already on the market. It's called a Tesla Auto Drive.
Yeah.
You can
All right,
fall
perfect.
asleep
Yeah, it
permanently.
might kill a couple people on the
Fall
way home.
asleep
though.
forever.
forever.
Sleep forever. Just put it in dirt nap mode.
Put you to sleep.
You put this baby in forever box mode, you'll never have to worry about it again.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. It's gonna
Ever again.
drive you automatically forever.
Thank you, Elon.
Into the afterlife.
Anyways, I have a deep thought. Now, this is from a personal experience I heard of. It wasn't my personal experience, but my friend Will's grandma key was killed in an accident a few weeks ago. It was a Mercury. I don't know whoever made the grandma key.
Grand Marquis. Yeah.
However, on the good news, it totaled an Altima in the process.
That's good news.
This brought up to me: is this not the car equivalent of going back in time and killing Hitler?
Is it? Ooh.
The problem is
It could have easily been an S2000, a Ferrari, a life. This Altima ended.
no. It's kind of like killing.
It's like kamikazing into Hitler's base camp. And
It's
taking
kind of
them
like
out.
taking out an SS. Whatever they're called,
Taking out
like a
one of
high-ranking
their airplanes.
official.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful way for a car to die is to take on an Altima.
That's
It's
true.
pretty good.
That's like a 1-for-1.
And honestly, the grandma key was totaled because it was
Hit by an Altima.
no. I mean, it was total because at maximum a grandma key goes for $3,000.
No, I
The
think
grandma
say
key still runs
The-
fine.
ultimately-
Altima was. He said it cut through the Altima like a hot knife through butter.
if you
Just destroyed it.
if you kill an Altima with a car and your car dies, that's Sempuko.
So-
It's Sempuko.
Was the Altima ultimately at fault?
oh yeah, no. it's-
That's what I figured.
if you
It
have an
should go
Altima,
without saying.
it's at fault.
That's
It doesn't even matter what
I figured.
happens.
That's what I figured.
My buddy was sleeping. He thought it had autopilot.
Inebriated.
Inebriated, but the Altima was still found at fault.
I would be curious to see how many Ultimate accidents there were.
I probably
And how
I can
many
get a
of them
picture of
were
the
the Ultima's
Altima.
fault?
They were 100%. I can get a picture of the Altima. The Altima was destroyed.
You know what?
And the grandma key had a scrape on its bumper, which ultimately totaled the car. The bumper's worth more than $45.
I forgot all about this. My friend does insurance adjustment for like municipalities and stuff
Yep.
for a large insurance company. And some guy in an Altima said that he didn't hit this bridge in the town. And my buddy sent me a picture of the bridge. An Altima definitely hit
Yeah,
this bridge.
had an
He's like,
Ultima
"No,
badge
no.
on it.
It was like that. There's a car-sized hole in the side of this bridge. And I'm just realizing it was an Altima.
It's always an Altima. But I think that's the best way you can go out.
I think
You
that
take
you
an
should get
Altima
like
with
a
you?
special badge.
Yeah.
Like a special mark on your driver's license. Like I took out an Altima.
If you
like they
take
just carve a line into it like the bomb.
no, it should be. It should be a bonus. It should be double insurance payout.
It was like the Sean Feinstein program, like doing your good deed. Yeah. Like you fucking
I
killed an Altima.
I become a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah.
This guy right here has got 50 confirmed Altima kills.
Pays out double every time. Yeah, if they made a little system like that, if you take an Altima out, you get double the cash.
Oh, man, I'm looking at a Mercury Marauder right now.
Yeah, see, you're
Those
going
things
for-
were cool.
Those things were very
I don't want to.
cool.
I'm not trying to blow up the grandma key market.
The hole in the bridge.
Oh yeah, that's an Ultima sized hole. It's amazing you have that.
The guy
like,
said,
ready to
no,
go.
I didn't hit it.
Is that like a pedestrian bridge?
Yeah, you went
Yeah,
right through
it's an
it.
Ultima. Ultimas don't drive on car bridges.
What's crazy is there's a dip before it, so he had to be going at least 80. Because he skipped the dip.
That's their cruising speed. That's cruising altitude.
That's
All the
idle.
windows down.
So Marauder,
Marauder market is always it's always been hot.
No,
it's pretty steep
It's always been
Yeah.
hot.
for what it is.
But yeah,
For what it is, it's very steep.
Yeah.
this guy served the ultimate price. Thank it for its service. It took out an Ultima in the heat of battle.
Yeah,
The lady just turned into him, and it was the end of that car. And they took the whole front end off.
yeah, that was it. That was all she wrote.
Love to see it.
What
So-
are in Marauders? What motor is it? It's VA, obviously.
Panther.
but-
The Marauder?
yeah.
Panther.
It's like a
So if it's
Ford
2003,
VA.
Panther chassis.
okay, so it's a 3-valve,
yeah,
Is that Trio 2?
4.6.
32, 8, 16, 4 valve.
Okay,
Whoa.
4.6.
Yeah.
V8.
Yeah.
8 cylinder, 32, divided by 4.
yeah. Math.
Math. Yep, 4, 6. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the P71 cars are way cooler than the Marauders, but these just kind of got all the hype. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
OEM gauges like that.
Yep.
too?
Dogs only.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh.
OEM gauges that are like kind of real gaudy.
Yeah.
Austin Canny, my girlfriend took out a Subaru WRX with her PT Cruiser. That's a double win.
Wow.
As long as she's fine,
That's
everybody wins.
Double thank you for your service.
Yeah, jeez. Wow.
I went through a phase in life where every time I saw a PT Cruiser, I spit on it. That was an actual phase of my life.
Yeah.
I was probably like 14 years old. Every single time I saw one, I'd like spit on it.
Tim Connors, that's God's work. It really is. It's beautiful to see.
My wife's PT Cruiser also tried to kill us one time when we were going to New Hampshire. The cruise control just stuck on full throttle and literally would not let off. Like Satan's messenger PT
Turn
Cruiser.
her off.
Yeah, no, it would not shut down. Like
That's
the
from
brakes
all-
were literally.
You think that's something to do with all the
Blooming smoke.
spitting?
Maybe. Yeah, it's probably
Like we
payback.
finally got him inside.
It's like Christine just in PT Cruiser.
It's just like, get him.
Yeah.
What do? You put it on neutral, blow the motor?
I think I just shut it off. And
Throw
then,
in reverse.
Yeah.
That's the racing brake.
I think I did put it in neutral. It just kept like banging off the rev limiter. So then finally I was just like, I'll shut it off. And then like was riding the brakes to the point where like they were glowing orange and like pluming smoke. I'm like, yep, this is not good.
That's why God made guardrails. Just pull her in, slow her down.
It happened to be happening as he was driving down Mount Washington.
Well, PT Cruisers, man.
Yep.
They'll come get you. But
Any other callbacks?
Yeah. I installed my chassis lighting underglow kit. Wait, what was the name of it? Did I send you guys the box?
You
Yeah.
did.
is that on the Civic guy I towed out of the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Chassis
Did you
lighting?
leave the neon on?
No, I didn't leave it on.
Oh.
Is it like IKEA? Is it
battery.
like IKEA shelf lighting?
Yeah,
you just
pretty
glue
much.
on?
I mean, it had like the worst wiring setup ever.
You go straight to the battery?
It was recommended to me. Oh yeah, straight to the battery. It's got a little box. I
No,
hope
you
there's a fuse in it.
you put an electrical switch from a house. You just put it right on the dash,
a
turn it on and
breaker.
off. Yeah.
So you walk around with that little remote in your pocket all the time to do
Not-
cool tricks?
I just pulled it out today so I could show you that it flashes.
I like it.
That's so cool.
Thank you for
was
showing me.
called, It was called. Oh no, I got it. Colored car chassis lamp,
Wait,
made in China. What a dog!
Yeah.
it wasn't the old school like tubes. Those were the best.
No,
He's running T8 fluorescent bulbs
Yeah.
under the
so
car.
ass-
I bought the last kit ever for my buddy's car. Those tubes.
Yeah.
Those are
Yep.
the best.
Luckily, all it takes to install is an entire pack of Harbor Freight zip ties.
You can see the zip tie shadows.
No, luckily it's not near the LEDs.
clean.
Shabby recommended me the kit, so
Well, then you know it's a quality kit.
Yeah.
That's how
I
you know.
used by his recommendation Gorilla Tape,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stick the 3M tape to the Gorilla Tape.
Oh, it's a double tape.
It's a double
tape.
tape,
Technically triple tape.
triple tape,
Right?
double-sided tape
It's
to
a
the
champ
3M
champ.
double-sided tape, quadruple tape.
Wow.
Wow.
Quad tape.
It's not going anywhere.
That's like the Conor McGregor tapes.
You would have loved what I did with one of the cables on the passenger side. It was hanging. I couldn't run it through the frame rail. I didn't like how I would have to run it through the wheel well.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I took brake clean, cleaned a little pocket where I could rest it, double-sided taped it to the wire. And then I put a sleeve of duct tape over that. So now it is both weather sealed tight and stuck to the vehicle. It's going nowhere. So for more tips and tricks, like, subscribe, and follow the Rival Motoring Podcast. I'll show you how to install Underglow.
Good work with that. Good work with that. Any other callbacks? I think we're
We're
wanna
well
do,
beyond our
we'll
callback.
go to B for B.
Yeah.
Do that.
Let me get this going here. Hey, everybody, it's me again, Chuck from Rival Motoring, and I'm here to talk to you about our program called Bucks for the Boys. What's Bucks for the Boys, you ask?
Yeah.
Well, Shook, Bucks for the Boys is a way you can help keep this podcast afloat.
How could we do that, Chuck?
Well, I'm glad you asked, and I waited for you to say that, Shook. What you can do is go to revivemotoring.com/B for B, and you can sign up for a sustainable donation in which you can choose the amount of money you'd like to donate to the podcast per podcast, per month, whatever you like.
What if I want a custom amount, Chuck?
A custom amount, Shook? Well, you go to PayPal, you type info@revivemotoring.com into the old field, and you type in whatever amount you want, $69.69, $420.69, and you add a message which we are contractually obligated to speak on this podcast.
Which we have, and we'll get to it.
Very
A
excited
PayPal
about that.
donation of $69.69
Oh.
with a message.
Very excited about this. Also, you don't have to just do the old monetary donation. You can donate by sending us funny pictures, songs, videos, hot news tips, anything to our emails or Instagrams. You can also, a nice way to get in is to pop into our chat room of death that comes on at about 7 o'clock Eastern time every Wednesday and interact and distract us on that during the time we're up here doing this live podcast. Also, the best possible thing you can do is tell somebody about Revival Motoring Podcast or simply force them to listen to it while you drive them somewhere in your vehicle.
Pull the old Dahmer.
Yeah, exactly. Just drive them around till it's done. It's
Just
usually about 2-3
First, we're
hours.
gonna watch the Revival Motoring Podcast on YouTube. Then you can leave.
Also, leave us reviews. We got reviews on the. You can put reviews on Apple.
Yep.
The old podcasts, and you can just hit the old 5-star button on
You
Spotify.
can use words on Apple.
You use the words. Use your words.
Words on Apple are nice.
And then, we're just gonna keep doing this. So I mean, you don't really have to, but it really keeps us going. It makes us accountable to you and only you. So we can say stupid things like crashing a car into an Altima is like the car equivalent of going back in time and killing Hitler. And get away with it sometimes.
I'm doing this for the thumbnail so that I can make a meme.
Watch out with the cable.
Oh
there.
boy, here he
My
is.
Goodness.
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
It's for a thumbnail.
Okay, that's for a thumbnail.
All right.
Nonetheless, we do have. Well, you want to do your thing?
We have things. So,
Yeah.
all active B4B subscribers are automatically entered to win a thing that we're going to be giving away every. Actually, we're going to do the first one.
It's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. So the first
Great
one is going to be the end of this month.
Seen a
So
lot of things.
pretty much you sign up and are an active sub until October 31st. Then
spooky.
you're going to be automatically entered. We're going to pull a number on the following week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever
Number 69.
that number gets pulled, whoever gets yanked,
Mhm.
will win a skateboard deck, custom skateboard deck from us. Some miscellaneous things up at the end of the table, some fragrances for your vehicle, some stickers, maybe a couple other things we throw in there too.
That's unbelievable.
Automatically entered. Again, if you're an active sub, you already have a chance to win. So this is kind of a test run. Seemingly it's going to work pretty good because in January, we're going to try to do this every single month. So if you're a B4B sub, this means you're actually going to get something. We send stickers and things like that from time to time, but this is a little bit more of a
big
package,
bonus. The
bigger
Big Papa package.
Yeah, big Papa,
Big Papa package.
big Papa package.
Gonna get Josh's Big Papa package.
We'll send you some Papagino's pizza as well. The Big Papa
Oh.
package. So again, if you're an active sub, you're already in there, and we will count the PayPal donations, the kind of one-time stuff. We're going to do that a little bit different, just to try to make it as fair as possible for everybody.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
with that said, we did receive a couple new
We got a couple new.
B4B subs.
We got some new subs.
Big shouts, Justin S.
Justin S.
And then a PayPal donation from Russ N.
PayPal donation of Russ N.
$69.69. And he just writes, for the birthday boys, keep up the good work.
Oh, that's
yo."
amazing,
Oh,
man.
thank you.
You know we love the 6969.
Yep.
Did you
Big.
say Pain Pal? That's a different website.
I have a feeling it's the singer from Rammstein's website.
That sounds like his.
Don't
website.
forget,
make perfect
$80.08. His boobs.
There you go.
The $80.08.
Yep,
Yep.
80.08.
And 42069 means Shook is going to blow the tires off his.
Yeah, anything, whatever.
His
I'll
Honda.
tie the Civic to like a dumpster and just go.
We have both a Civic and a dumpster here.
We have both. I'm parked next to it. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
You let me know.
It's there.
I got a jet ski
ready.
rope.
Fired
Street
up.
Heat is currently pooling together funds, as far as I know, to donate 42069.
I did see that. I did
So
see that.
If you'd like to donate to the cause, hit up Street Heat.
Get in touch, boys. I'll give you like $20 towards it.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna need $20 back
To
to.
myself. Yeah.
It's just going to be $469.
Worth it.
Well, we do have a way to see if our previous podcast was worthwhile and if we are holding true to what you guys want. And we call that the bucks per listen, the old BPL.
The old BPL, and it seems that we were worth 11 cents a listen last week. So
Deep in the double digits.
We are-
11 cents a listen.
we are 2 over the double digit category.
That is way deep in double digits for us.
Yeah.
Wow. 11 cents a listen. That's unbelievable. ReviveMotor.com/B4B. We love you guys.
11 is a lot.
11's a lot. Ours goes to 11.
Yep.
You know, we did hit 15 at one point. So
Yeah, that was a day. Those
The
were the days. We were
old-
gods then.
yeah,
Yeah, it was like
Old,
Dogecoin.
It was like the end of Band of Brothers.
Everybody sold.
I keep record of it to make sure, you know.
Yeah,
Wait,
keep
what was
us
the-
honest.
What was the amount? What do we say today? What
It
do
was
we have?
11.
Still 11 cents.
Okay, so from 15, it's kind of like when they took those bunkers on the hill,
Yeah,
and we're the medic.
exactly.
Asking for no, we're asking for our mommy.
Yeah. Well, that's
Thanks for it. You didn't say spoiler alert.
Mom.
that's Bucks for the
Spoiler
Boys.
Shook.
Everybody's seen that movie by now.
Oh, you talking Saving Private
Saving
Ryan?
Private Ryan.
All right, yeah, I did see that.
What were you talking about?
Well, Chuck mentioned Band of Brothers.
Ah,
Oh,
Brothers has been
wait.
out, I don't know how many years.
Yeah, I'm still
wait,
waiting.
Probably longer.
20 years
I'm
old.
still waiting to watch it.
No, different. I got them confused, honestly, because
Well,
Band of
one's
Brothers.
8 hours long, and the other one's a movie.
Band
Both
of Brothers
Chef's Kiss.
came out in 2001.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Said 20 years.
So you're saying it's still in
Josh,
theaters?
you don't get it's a season. It's one season.
There's two. There's two Band of Brothers.
There's two Band of Brothers. One's
There's a
called
Pacific
The
one.
Pacific.
Yeah, the Pacific.
Oh no, I mean
Haven't
Real
seen
sad.
that one yet. Don't plan on it.
this one.
Yeah, those guys don't deserve your respect, you know?
is the
Jesus.
Aired
Seen a
on-
lot of war movies.
And it ended on
Not one
September
about the
9th,
Pacific.
2001.
Aired on-
So almost 21 years ago to the day.
What about Saving Private Ryan? Sorry for derailing, but I'm curious.
No. It's
When
great
did
to
it
do
come
that.
out?
Saving Private Ryan. It had to be like
Saving
2004.
Ryan's
Vin Diesel's in it. He
Private.
looked great. So
1998.
Wow.
That's
How about Black
actually-
Hawk Down?
Yes.
That's 2001. 2001. Calling it,
What about that movie Shooter?
Shooter.
dude. It's
Say-
back. It's back.
Say hi to your mother.
Black
for
Hawk
me.
Down was 2001.
Whoa!
Wow.
Let's go.
All right. What's another war movie?
Shooter was 2007.
Monty Python and Holy Grail.
What's the Mel Gibson one?
Gladiator.
Vietnam?
I was
We
just. Is it Gladiator?
Braveheart?
Oh, Braveheart.
No,
That's
no,
right, yeah.
it's a shooting movie.
The
Wa-
Patriot?
Vietnam, I think.
Braveheart was
Uh,
95.
National Treasure?
We were soldiers. I
Lord
think.
of the Christ?
Lord of the Christs.
We were soldiers.
I don't know.
We were
When
soldiers.
did that come out? Shook. Tell us.
I'm gonna guess 2004.
2.
How about the Hunt for Red October?
That's 99.
No way. That's like 89.
All right, Shook. Under Siege. When did it come out?
I don't even know that one.
Okay.
Wait, Under Siege. What is
Under
Steven
Siege
Seagal,
2?
man.
Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
96.
That might be. No.
92.
Damn.
I was close.
Hunt for Red October is 90. It was probably filmed in 89. I get it mixed up.
Great war movies, man.
A lot of great war movies.
Well,
out
Under
there.
Siege
Saving
isn't a war
Private
movie
Ryan.
at all.
It's a war to finish it.
What's that?
It's a war.
Saving Private Ryan is late 90s. That
Yeah,
is
dude.
filmed better than most movies today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Those
The
are called
effects,
classics.
all that shit. I'm gonna watch that tonight when
No
I fall asleep.
CGI.
You gotta watch that tonight.
Tonight.
When?
Nice little sleepy
Tonight,
movie.
when I get home.
On the ride.
Yeah, maybe on the ride.
Yeah. What's it to you?
Watch a 3-hour flick real quick. All right. I'm going to hit this button. News.
I got news.
Yep.
2023 BMW M2.
Mm-hmm.
Here's we go.
I synced it.
I'm somehow not offended by this car.
I was
No.
gonna say, I'm into it. I'm super into
Somehow not offended. I know there are a lot of people offended. I get it. You don't like things. I thought the red looks good.
it. The
Little
red
bo-
looks way better than the other color.
Yes. Little
Way better.
boxy, but I'll live. It could have been way worse. Have you guys not seen the M4?
I liked
Which
how
is-
boxy it was.
Horrific. If you look at the side shot, shook.
Bring it up.
Yes.
Can I get the
Uh,
Can I get the straight side shot of the new
Side's
M2?
great. Have you seen the aerial looking down? From the
No.
top?
That's what I
There's
was
an
just...
aerial shot of the
Thickness?
roof. You do the hips,
It is down with a thickness.
childbearing.
Yeah. Let's get some pictures here.
Yeah. The
From
red-
every angle. I've seen a lot of angles.
There's 44 right there. Just click that button.
I'm trying so hard, and it's just
Dude, look how squared off the fenders are.
Yeah.
They're like new cars, usually
Boxy.
round, usually like curvy. We're going straight square.
Yeah, I guess I was just so offended by the 4 Series
Yeah.
grills
That's understandable.
that this isn't bad for me. Didn't we look at a preview of this on the last podcast and it looked worse?
Yes.
Was it a different color?
Probably.
I think
It
it
was
was
like that grayish.
There's definitely a lot of lines going on back there.
I'll tell you
Okay,
what.
That's the tail light there.
that's a tape.
Look at the
Look at
side
that.
shot. Come on.
That's a
Come
great
on.
one. Great photo.
Great
Two,
photo.
Great looking car.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucks.
the side fucks pretty hard. Look,
Yeah.
you can see how wide the hips are on it.
Those skirts
Dude.
are really cool.
There's an aerial view, and you see how wide
Come on, Shook,
those
let's get this
fenders are.
aerial view.
All right, I'm finding it. Whoa.
Interior?
Let's
Interior looks
pit
great.
stop the interior. Pit stop the interior.
Interior, big screens.
Dash looks the same.
A lot
as,
of screens.
A lot of screens out
2004.
there. That's one of the big ones.
Still get the dick and fiber.
You know what you're
What's
looking at,
that?
though?
Is
Let's
that
make
for the balls.
That's for your balls, but look at the stick shift.
Yep.
The
Yep.
manual transmission.
Yep.
Hey,
All
is this-
that driving 453 horsepower to the rear wheels. Let's go.
Would you call this the cockpit?
That is, in fact, the cockpit.
That is, there's a lot of spice to come out of
A lot of
that.
spice.
The only thing. So
I don't actually mind the red blue.
No, it's the
There.
M colors.
Missing a little white.
It's not as bad as like a lot of things they do with M colors.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
it's
little
it's a
red, white,
light
and
blue on
blue.
the inside.
Overall, I mean, I saw it and I was like, I don't like this.
The
a
only
lot.
thing, Shook, if you can bring
Got
up
a motor.
another front
It's
shot
got twin
at
intakes.
some point,
Does that twin takes? Get
Another
out of here.
Front,
Yeah, left
front
and right.
shot.
you can keep going the other way because I'm
With
sure
the
there's
twin
more.
turbo.
Yeah. Here we are. Here we are. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Here we go. Here
We're
we
looking
go.
for an
Keep it
aerial.
going.
It's
We're
got
looking for the
apex
aerial
mode.
shot.
These are some kind of
It's got some
hieroglyphics that no
modes.
one knows how to read here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's right there. That's
Perfect.
my least favorite part.
The bottom there.
This
That just midsection right there.
this midsection here.
Yeah.
What
Do
a
you
dog.
dislike it because it's
Bit of a
black?
dog.
Say if
not
it's
that I
color
dislike
matched,
it.
would it
I
be-
honestly,
What were you saying? It was color match?
I feel like if it was color matched, it would.
It would
not
be a little bit better,
Yeah,
right.
even the back. I wouldn't mind the back air dam color match.
and
if
it
I'm
does have
honest.
twin takes, by the way. Go back one photo, please.
Chuck,
Sorry.
bring me to the twin takes,
Two.
please.
There you go.
Oh god.
Oh,
nope,
there it
nope.
is.
Too many
Too hard.
clicks.
Twin
Twin
takes,
takes.
uneven.
Tell you what, that's a lot of engine for
A
such
lot
a
of
little
engine.
car.
10 pounds of shit.
That's a
5-pound
spicy
bag.
meatball.
Now, here's the only downfall.
Let me hear it.
It is like 3,900 pounds.
Yeah, very, very heavy.
So it's basically an M3.
Bit of a dog. Well, the M3 is like 4,500 pounds
Where's
now.
this area?
but I mean, the equivalent to older stuff.
Yeah.
Corey,
Like,
we're not
it's-
going to
it's
get this
closer to
overshot.
that.
I do.
Shook, go through the rest of the internet while I
I
go
have
through the
it
specs.
right here.
All right.
435 horsepower, rear wheel drive, possible standard transmission, $63,195. That's the old inflation station. That's close to double what I paid for my 135 when they first came out. It's way wider than the previous model. I think it's 1.5 inches on either side. 3,850 pounds, which is crazy. And it has the big ass screen, which you love to see. Well, Josh is switching us over to the top view. Not giving Sugar a chance.
Yeah.
He might get it. There it is.
Yeah. Look at that. Look how wide those hips are.
It's got some butt.
Wow. That is a
Is that
good
the carpet fiber up there?
looking. I mean, from right there, that's a great looking car.
I
It is
think
carpet fiber.
That's
I
a lot
think
of
you
car.
throw a little aftermarket at it, you're good. Now the problem is my second news story. They leaked some M Performance parts for this thing,
Mm-hmm.
just as bad as the M Performance parts for the M4.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
lovely.
terrible.
If you want to pull it out, Shook, you can probably just type that BMW M2 M Performance.
Oh, and here's a crazy thing.
M Performance parts.
Where is it here? Here's a crazy thing. It weighs
Yeah.
the same as a 2022 M3.
Yeah.
oh, wow.
So you see, it has a Honda Civic Type R current
my
version wing.
God.
Yeah.
It has the side weird crooked exhaust.
At least they made the bad stuff an option.
Yeah, exactly.
That
It's
doesn't
got
even
the
look like the same
strakeys.
car.
Well, I mean, the vinyl on it's pretty bad.
Holy shit.
It has a lip
Oh,
there,
God.
I guess. Oh, you've done it now.
Why?
Who is Wilco Block? Who the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Probably a journalist or
But,
something.
these leaked on like the
Okay.
forums, so
I hate that.
the strakeys
Whatever.
are so bad. Yeah, I mean
That
I-
wing looks like complete. How do I say this nicely? Next level dog shit.
Sometimes
Bit of a dog.
the wing's a
Shit.
dog.
Shit.
Yeah.
Little up wing's good. Back wing's a dog.
These little black winglets on the back too.
Yeah, not good.
It's no good.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I mean,
But
okay.
I did see the internet reaction to this. And
A lot of it-
I'm with the internet reaction on like the M4 stuff. It really bothered me, especially like the M Performance version. I just expected it to be so much worse that I was pleasantly surprised by how not terrible this thing
yeah,
is.
this one isn't as bad.
But I think it's pretty popular to just trash anything they put out now for good reason.
Well, I mean, they've got a pretty bad streak going.
Yeah, but I mean, this wasn't that bad. I mean, we
No,
should get
I'm-
rid of this picture. This thing's terrible. But
I
I didn't think it was that bad.
Big fan. Big fan. I like it a lot.
I saw a purple 2 Series the other day.
Yep. I mean,
Not a dog.
I've always hyped up the 2 Series / M2 as a great option for pretty much all buying options, depending on what market you're buying in. And I think this kind of does that. Not that, but the standard M2 does a pretty good job at keeping that going.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think the red looks good. And some of the other colors is. I would like to see the air dams matched. I think that might look cool or terrible.
I think the grill is an acceptable size too, which has been a BMW.
Yeah, they backed it down.
Yeah.
Sure, can you close that out?
Yeah, I'm seeing Justin Bieber. I just I wouldn't mind seeing one in real life. I'll tell you that much right now.
No, I certainly wouldn't. I wonder how long. Do we know how long it is? So overall,
It's long.
Overall length is 189 inches for an M3. I'm just wondering what's the size difference on that? Because they weigh the same, so they got to be pretty.
Is it the
close.
same as a current M3 weight?
Yep.
Oh wow, that's a lot of meatball.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so a current M3 curb weight is 3840.
Current M2 is 176.2.
Is that this
That's
one
not
right here?
this particular one. I don't know if that info has been released
That's
yet.
14 inches difference. That's
Yeah, saw a lot of hate though.
a lot to ask.
A lot of hate on this.
Yeah,
thing.
I think it's the easy thing to do.
Yeah, this one I don't mind.
I even
at
said
all.
on the M4, the real ugly one that came out. I got to see it in real life. The first one I saw wasn't that bad, but it was a really cool green, which helped.
The M3, I like the 4-door variant of
Better.
those new cars better than the M4.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Yeah.
I think this certainly looks better than that,
Yeah.
even without seeing it in real life. So, I don't know. That's what I think.
Some other news.
Yeah?
Some other
A
news.
Ferrari Enzo
Yeah.
was taken out by a Honda Fit.
That's kind of the
That
opposite
Which
of what happened last
generation,
time.
That poor Honda Fit.
Which gen?
It's ruined one of the best looking cars of all time, the first
Should
generation
send that
Honda
to
Fit.
Britt just made this.
I appreciate her. Let her,
Wow,
let her know we all appreciate her.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'll send it to the group chat.
Let's see. Ferrari Enzo making just a full 100 examples of the 2002 and 2004, blah, blah, blah. Naturally aspirated V12. All right, we don't need to talk about the Fit anymore. Where is that?
Is there a picture?
Of course. There's a picture.
How bad's the Fit?
Probably a total loss.
Yeah,
It's a
you can
shame.
see that.
It's a shame.
What
It's
gen does it look
unclear-
like?
It's unclear how it collided with the Honda, but the Ferrari lacks any front end damage.
Oh, so Ferrari just cut it in half?
Ferrari's driver's side rear quarter panel is pretty banged up. The car is missing the body panels ahead of the rear wheel. It looks like the rear tire on the other side of the car struck a curb.
So the headlight on the Enzo is worth more than that Fit. That guy in the
Yes.
Fit, if it's his fault, he's in a lot of trouble.
They're never going to have insurance again.
They're coming for him personally.
I'm sorry, you hit what?
Yeah. That's like when I'm in like LA and you're driving around and you're amongst like the unwashed masses driving, and then you see like a crazy fucking car driving amongst them. I'm like, these people, if they ever hit one of these fucking things, it's game over.
Yeah.
It's game over.
One of the 12 Lamborghini Aventadors in the Starbucks drive-thru.
Yeah. It's just
What I truly appreciate is the first comment on this article just says, "Oh, how terrible. Fits are such terrific cars."
Fits are great. Fits are great, dude. I mean, Enzo's a cool car. Stinks, but I mean, there's not a lot of Fits out there. They'll fix the Enzo. They're just going to cast that Fit off into the ocean.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
true.
be
That's going to become a coral reef at one point.
Dare I say a total loss?
Yeah.
We've discussed that way back in the podcast about like your insurance limits and like
Yeah.
if you hit some guy in a Carrera GT, you're done.
Yeah,
It's
it's
done.
like it's a problem.
You max out at 100,000, you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, you could cover
Nothing.
bumper.
Replacement.
Yeah.
Brake rotor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's true. If you're driving one of those things, you obviously the insurance company makes it them insure them so they can pay for themselves when the idiot that hits you or the idiot you hit can't pay for you.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
nice.
the underinsured motorist policy, if you're wondering.
There you go.
That's the uninsured and underinsured. Kyle, you're going to SEMA, right?
Yep.
You got to take a look at what Hoonigan's building when you get there.
Okay.
Has anyone seen this?
No.
Is it obviously it was a truck. I seen the
It's a Honda Ridgeline.
ooh.
Love
2017 Honda Ridgeline.
Okay.
And it's going to be powered by a 2.2 liter twin turbo V6 IndyCar engine from Honda
Hell
that
yeah.
revs to 12,000 RPM.
Oh fuck
like
yeah!
Love that. That's a lot of RPM.
So-
Where can I buy that?
So they're working with what's it, the Honda Performance Development something or other people.
HPD.
Yep.
Big race car guys.
big guy,
Big
big race
guy.
car guys.
So the
Race
Ridgeline
van
typically
guys.
makes around 280 horsepower. However, with the Indy unit, it will deliver somewhere around 750 thanks to its twin turbochargers supplied by Borg Warner, and it revs up to 12,000 RPM. So
Oh boy.
So it's a B series engine.
yeah,
Stock
they're
B
putting a
series.
B series in the yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, Ridgeline. I mean, they're really cool trucks. I hope this isn't staying this weird like red with like weird stripes on the side of it.
It is.
But the motor looks so fucking cool. It almost doesn't look real in a way. Like the motor is just kind of so like cartoonish. I don't know if you Google it might be hard to find. Actually, no. If you just Google the engine, like 2.2 liter Honda IndyCar engine, it'll probably come right up. I mean, the engine should just be put. Actually, no, it should be put in something to drive, but it should be put like up on a stand just to look at and like study.
Did you say what it makes?
I said it can make about 750 horsepower.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a lot of horsepower.
Yeah.
lot of
So
car.
actually go up. Yeah, like that is a great representation right there. That's with no intakes and no turbochargers, and it's super fucking cool. Oh man, that is a.
Did you see that fucking? Oh god, I just elbowed the mouse into Narnia. Did you see that fucking like the V8K series thing
Yeah.
that they're building a billet block for and everything?
Yeah.
Insane.
People do cool shit.
People do cool shit. It's
You said
doo-doo.
doo-doo.
do yeah. It's like a Venn diagram. They're doing the really cool shit to counteract all the really dumb shit
Yeah.
people do. Yeah, appreciate that.
But
Thanks, humans.
it's an unbelievably beautiful engine. It's so cool. I can't wait to hear it. I want to hear
would
it
love to
I hope
see
it's
that.
inside and they start it and then just like rev the piss out of it.
in like
True
between
hooligan
four
fashion.
walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
right before Race Wars.
Right before Race Wars, yeah. So this is cool. Shouts to them for doing that. Also, and now it'll be down by the time you guys hear this. Never mind.
Think I could get that as a crate engine for the old 36?
Maybe you could. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Perhaps you should reach out to Honda.
HPD.
Yeah, talk to the boys over there.
We would
see.
like a 12,000 RPM, 700 horsepower Honda engine for the drift car. Thank you.
Well, I got another news.
Yes.
Boys, Nissan has sold their Russian business for €1.
Yes, I seen that.
If there was even a single GTR on the floor, I would have went in, would have bought.
You would undercut whoever.
Well, here's the problem. Can't believe the bidding was that good because it was purchased by a state-owned entity named NAMI. So the Russian state bought it. And Nissan's recording this is a $687 million loss.
Wow.
It's gonna be a good write-off at the end of the
So
year.
I guess you can say Revival Motor and is doing all right.
One step above Nissan.
There we go. We got a couple guys who are doing better than today, you know? Nissan has a right to buy back the business within 6 years. This includes a production and research facility in St. Petersburg,
How the fuck does that work?
sales and marketing in Moscow. I'm just saying, if we bought this place, we'd have a bunch of property. And they had to suspend production in St. Petersburg in March due to supply chain issues, so it wasn't exactly doing a lot there.
Right. Right.
But yeah, €1.
It almost sounds like a long-term PR stunt.
I think I have.
I
€1.
think there's a lot of that going on right now.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we got to get out of there.
Right.
How about you guys take it for $1? Don't charge us anything. We'll come back a little later.
Yeah. That's.
cool off a little
yeah,
bit.
it's gonna make
Right.
us look good right now.
Yeah,
You know who else did that? Blink-182.
they did.
What
They
did they do?
They did that. They
Yep.
got rid of the singer, and now he's back. And now tickets are like $600 for the worst seat.
Oh, I thought they bought Nissan in Russia.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I saw that Blink-182's new tour coming up.
Yep.
I would like to go. Do you think in Russia they have Altimas that drive with all the windows down instead of
Bro, have you seen
Yelling-
how they drive in Russia?
yelling crazy shit? They just yell "suka" as they pass you. You know?
There's like an Instagram account. I forget what it's called. It's like check out this crazy Russian or something like that. And the content on that is like actual gold.
Oh no! Is it different than look at this Russian?
Yeah, or it's something like that. Yeah.
Garrett
Oh, look at
P
this
sent
Russian,
me a
yeah.
TikTok of Ukrainian soldiers firing a missile at a missile, One of the best things I've ever seen on the internet.
What were they firing the missile at?
Another missile.
Oh, missile
Oh,
at a
yeah,
missile?
yeah. Projectile
hit
on
it.
projectile.
Yeah, they hit it, and the
They
chanting
celebrated.
and cheering
Yeah.
that you hear is of otherworldly, and also it made me want to start a business or like I don't know. I felt motivated. As soon as I watched the video, I was like, I gotta sand something, you know.
I got an engine bay to sand. Did
I got an engine
Did I
bay to
say we're
pay
stopping
someone
at
to sand.
600?
Yeah.
We're not stopping.
We're not stopping.
That's beautiful, man.
In other news, Renault
Yeah.
debuts a mobilized tiny solo EV
Mm-hmm.
with a single seat
Yeah.
and a joystick. Shook, please bring this up.
Renault.
If you go to motor1.com. Actually, you know what? I could probably switch
Isn't
this.
this what Jeremy
Discord
Clarkson
link me?
built?
So, yeah, I was
It
going to
looks
say.
like what Jeremy Clarkson built and drove like on the road.
Hit me with a disco. Oh, okay. You
I
got
was
it.
going to say I might be able to just switch this quicker.
In French car news.
There we go.
What?
Oh, that's a
God's
coffin.
name? What is that? That looks like Hannibal Lecter in 2022.
I'm pretty sure that's a hoverboard with a cabin.
Yeah, that's a stand-up pallet jack.
it's a Segway.
It really is, actually. We have one of
That's
those.
exactly what it
It's
is.
a Segway with
It
a
actually
capsule.
They
kind of looks
literally
like that thing, the self-cleaning thing in like the supermarket. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
anyone's been-
yeah.
Like the little
Oh.
guy.
They literally just pulled the forks off a stand-up pallet jack and they're driving around.
It's a, what do you call it? It's a Segway.
It looks like it from
No,
South
if it was
Park.
a Segway, it'd be more advanced. It looks like you don't lean to drive.
Also, I don't see a joystick.
Must not be
No,
a
it
fucking...
has
Maybe
steering
it's that
wheel.
yoke right there that
Yeah.
they're calling the old joystick.
It has a twin yoke.
No
Oh, it's got
joystick?
it comes
What
with
is
an
that in the
umbrella.
background?
These are those drawings? These are drawings.
That's
No,
this one's real.
That's real.
Okay,
That's definitely not real.
Well,
that's real.
Prototype.
The background
Real.
is not. Real isn't. You could physically reach out and touch it.
There
if
it
you were
is.
there.
No, that
is that a
next one's
Recaro?
real. Go put eyes on that. Oh, it's got to go. It's going.
40 miles an hour right now.
It has a steering wheel. Ooh,
Those
tire.
rubs.
Sickies, Sicky Mickeys.
I think it looks like a coffin.
It looks
It
like
probably will be.
it looks like that. What is the vehicle? It was called It. From
Can you
South
get
Park?
be imagine
Guess what?
getting
This will
smashed
be-
by Corey and Escalade in one of these things?
Yeah.
You just become the passenger before you die.
I'm just. I'm enjoying my cruise control, and I just come upon this.
This
Was
guy
that
in
a
the high.
was that a bump?
Yeah.
Did you
Look
feel
at
that?
it. Do you slide your iPad in to control it?
It is.
I mean, I'm buying one.
Look at this little
First-
dinghy.
Yeah, but
on
it's
the back.
the rear wheels
spins,
turn. It's
yeah.
rear
Yeah,
turn.
This is a pallet. Like
It's literally a stand-up forklift.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck are you supposed to drive that? Through BJ's?
France.
Do they say where?
what are these tables it's parked under?
Those are umbrellas for the sun.
Let's see.
For
Announced
charging.
early last year, Mobilize is the fourth Renault Group brand and has been conceived to provide car sharing services. In other words, you can't actually buy the vehicle since they're available only through a subscription plan.
I mean, I certainly wouldn't want one.
Naturally, the mobility company is all about EVs and will premiere on display later this month at the 2022 Paris Motor Show. What is this?
Oh, it's slower than a moped.
Yeah, that's
It looks
terrible.
like
A mighty
that would-
16 miles an hour.
Okay.
You don't have to wear. This is
Yeah,
just
you can
this
just buy
is
a mountain
useless.
bike.
This is just useless, right?
Dude, those look like if the show BattleBots sold
Dude,
like
look at you, man, who wrote that story. Though.
like a kit.
Wait, go back down.
Go back down. Adrian Padnu.
that guy
Go,
looks
bring him
like
up.
he knows
Is it a full shot if we click on him? Click on him.
He knows a thing or two.
That
about a
guy.
thing
That
or
guy
two.
gets it. Oh,
Look at that jawline.
Jesus.
He could cut panties off with that jawline.
Really good. Wow.
I'm gonna leave this up just so we can go back to it at some point because I'm sure it'll
He's
come up.
driving a Dacia Logan.
How do we get that?
I don't know.
I think Renault needs to do better. Anyway, who remembers back in our infant days when we somehow got shipped a bunch of Bang energy drink?
Sure.
That was from a listener, right?
That was from a listener who worked for Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a listener that worked for Bang.
That was Is
Is he still a listener?
I don't know actually.
Does he still
No,
work
he,
for Bang?
he died from Bang.
Yeah. I don't know actually.
got banged
This
to
isn't
death.
even remotely correlated. It's just us related.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy and the Bang company is in so much shit right now.
Is the guy who runs Bang like Billy Bang Prez? His Instagram was?
Auka,
The tan
OWCO,
muscular guy?
Yeah.
How much trouble?
He owes PepsiCo $150 million.
Wow.
He owes $2.1 million to other consumer programs
Not
and
good.
investors. He lost a lawsuit with Monster to $293 million. So he's roughly, and all in all, filing between $500 million and $1 billion in bankruptcy filing.
I guess you could say Revival Motoring's doing
really
pretty
well.
good.
That's a 3-up.
Wow.
Now this
That's
guy,
like the third band getting fined $1 billion today.
yeah.
So Bang's gonna fold.
Is Bang gonna fold?
He says they just collected $100 million in funding, and they're moving
that ain't
forward
gonna
like
help.
we're coming like a freight train, and we cannot be stopped. Is what
Oh,
this fucking guy
this
says.
train's got no
sounds like-
brakes.
that sounds like somebody who drank a lot of Bang.
That guy's deep in
Have you ever
Bang.
seen him?
Oh, yeah, he's drinking a lot
Google
of Bang.
Bang CEO.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
please
Does he look fried?
oh
He
he's
looks like
he
a-
looks
he looks
exactly
the Bang
like you would
CEO.
imagine. Yeah,
Close your eyes and picture him first.
yeah. Just be careful how you type in bang.
You know
There
what?
we
Let
go.
me.
Despite its ongoing
Let me pull this down
challenges,
here.
the outspoken Awak OWOC said Bang intends to
His last name is literally a noise.
Yeah. It's
like if you step on his rack.
Intends to regain its formidable market share and continue to achieve double-digit growth and vigorously beyond 20% market share in the energy drinks. Mind you,
Are they going to make $1 billion?
they've fallen 6% in the past year.
Anything that dude does is vigorously.
He vowed that he will
There it
continue
is.
to fight large corporations, including Monster and PepsiCo, even though he's just lost almost $400 million in lawsuits.
That's a
to them.
Photoshop, by the way.
Is it a Photoshop? Because
that is what he looks like, but that's not.
that is nowhere near their inventory.
his hair looks way worse than this one.
Why don't you just hit the fucking
He,
picture
like,
set?
yeah, give him that one, the one where he looks like Vince McMahon.
Oh, my God. It looks like a guy that owns the Raiders.
What's his name?
It must be-
Shit,
They
I
must be
can't think of his
brothers.
name.
No, he looks too normal in that. Can you just go to the photo section?
I'm afraid.
Images. Okay.
Yeah. That's him right there, like on the plane with the medallion on his
what-
neck, the Bang logo.
Yeah.
He walks around with that on his body at all times.
There we go. That's how I was
There he
picturing him.
is.
Tan. He's got the spray tan on, very
Cheers.
muscular.
He is balding super bad.
Yeah.
So this is real.
Oh, no, that's real. I just think the background's not real.
Yeah. They don't
It's
stock
on the
that much
Reddit.
inventory.
Just fuck my shit up.
I mean, you should bring the fucking videos up. Can we just play a video of him in the background? Because some of his Instagram videos are the craziest thing.
We probably.
I
Yeah,
don't
of course
think-
we can. We're not.
I don't. No, I don't think we can bring anything up on YouTube.
Why you can't? It's in like the background of the
Alright.
background.
Let's just not get another lawsuit from Bang.
Let's not be the next guy to owe $1 billion.
Yeah, we don't want to
Right.
be down bad.
We
They're
want
down bad.
right. We want to
Anyway,
be. You know,
Kyle,
keep
you a
it-
big
keep it
Bang
going.
guy?
I used to drink a lot of them, and then I like started getting the jitters and like
Yeah.
Started?
uncontrolled- Yeah.
Eye twitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all been there.
So I
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, no, I got about halfway through the case we had, and I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah,
I just threw some Bang out.
I don't even know why we still.
I think it
had
was expired. I think
It
somehow
doesn't. It
expired.
definitely doesn't expire.
it tastes like eating pennies.
Not on this plane.
blood. It
Was
tastes
it
like blood.
Radical Skedaddle?
It was. Yeah, there was that pink and blue one,
Yeah.
cotton candy looking can.
Yeah. Vital Pharmaceuticals, which produces Bang, is just like
Hold
A
on.
pharmaceutical
Wait.
company.
A pharmaceutical
produces
company.
Vital
produces Bang?
Pharmaceuticals
Oh my god.
is a company in which you can actually private label your own vitamins from.
Wait.
Which we
Revivalmans?
Yep.
we talked about this a few weeks ago.
Boner pills.
They
Yeah.
could make us our own energy drink, private labeled energy drinks. Remember, people were asked us about that.
Yeah.
This is what we would do. I think we could take this guy down.
Yeah. You hit them
Little,
up. Hit that
little
pharmaceutical
competition in the
company up.
Bang.
Yeah, we'll
Tell
call
them when they're
it.
trying to do a big run of 10.
We're gonna call it starting fluid. TM. It's already trademarked. I
Yeah.
trademarked it. By the time you're hearing this, trademarked.
Trademarked.
YouTube
Trademarked.
guys, this is actually pre-recorded.
Fooled you.
Fooled you.
I love the headlines. Bang, billionaire's empire of caffeine crashes into bankruptcy.
Oof. That is a really good. That's
Tough
that's-
day. It's
Yeah.
a tough day
Wait.
for the board.
Could we make our own gas station boner pills from them?
Yes. Yeah.
Boys.
Do you have a name?
For the boner pills?
Yeah.
Long block. Survival long block.
What's car related that would just keep you very erect?
Drive shaft.
Yeah.
Quebo.
Yeah, Guibo. Drive shaft is good.
No, you got to have a number too. Guibo 2000.
Throttle body.
Throttle me up.
Unlimited horsepower.
Revival throttle me up 2000.
Yeah. So there's got to be a number at the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be a number.
Fully torqued.
Oh, torque me up.
Fully
Fully
torqued.
Torque up.
Yeah.
69.
Rod knock. Brandon
Rod
Smith
knock
coming
is
in
good.
hard.
Nitrous injection.
Rear end collision.
But yeah, all of that is possible.
Whiplash. $3,000.
Some other news. This is a very interesting one. I didn't read this entire article, but St. Louis plans to sue Hyundai and Kia over vehicle thefts.
Oh, I read about this.
The city has seen a rise in thefts this year and is done with the whole situation.
Something tells me they're focusing on the wrong thing.
But this is my exact first thought is, wait. So it's not people, but anyway. Hyundai and Kia thefts are up across the country thanks to the dumb trend of instruction videos showing how to steal cars going around social
Let's
media.
just get Nelly and the St. Lunatics.
That's the
was
problem.
Who's the
Video-
city? I'd assume it's the city council there.
It
Some
was
say-
videos on TikTok.
What?
There's videos on TikTok of how to steal them.
Yeah.
I was honestly unaware of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't because they don't have immobilizers. They use like a regular old ignition,
Yep.
something or other, because they wanted to be cheapos, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So you just
So-
steal them?
No,
So you can
appar-
steal it with a Texas Instruments calculator?
So yeah, you just TI-83 plus that bad boy.
800.
But I heard that there was a
85.
class action lawsuit too.
I'm sure there is. So this says some cities are being hit harder than others, while Hyundai finally released a fix owners have to pay for. That's not cool.
That's the best part.
Some cities are taking more serious steps.
Here's a better thing to do. I'll leave it in the middle of the city and get that shit stolen. You have to pay for that
WION
fix.
News reports that the city of St. Louis, Missouri, is planning to take legal action against
going
Hyundai and
downtown,
Kia
baby.
over the low speed in a Range Rover. Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Kia over the vehicle thefts. It's bad in St. Louis. Up through August 2022, over 1,800 vehicles
I know,
had
but
been
how are they
stolen in
going
the
to sue
city.
Hyundai? Hyundai's not
That's
stealing
that's
the
the, I don't quite. Maybe they can bring this home. 12,000 of those were just in July and August. So 12,000 vehicles were stolen in a 2-month period.
Did
That's
you see?
unbelievable.
One
That's a lot of
city?
cars.
The
That's a
local
lot of
police
cars.
department was handing out steering wheel boots.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Providence
and
was
the
too.
steering wheel boots. You mean the club is
Yeah,
what
the
you're
club. The club.
the club. So city
You
councilor
can find me in the club.
Bottle full of bub.
City Councilor Sheehan Hamilton issued a letter/statement showing her frustration about the thefts in the city. With this letter, the city demands that Kia and Hyundai mitigate the defective conditions, providing thieves, including teenagers
It's not
as young
defective.
as 13.
How's it effective if it was totally fine for like a decade?
Right.
Yeah, how? But
Because one
And how
kid
is
made
it
a
the
TikTok video.
manufacturer's fault?
Some guy found out on TikTok how to steal them.
I can also, cut open a padlock
what
Yeah,
year?
if I wanted
what
to.
year range though? I thought it was only like new cars.
No, it's every Hyundai in existence.
no, it's definitely not.
To be fair,
Can you
I
imagine just
understood it
getting
at-
your
it
like
was
Hyundai
something-
stolen and then just being like, well, mine got stolen. Let me just go on TikTok and figure out how to steal these and just go steal somebody else's. 'cause
I'm
I
gonna
need a
steal
car.
mine back.
yeah, but that's
90% of these Hyundais is definitely an insurance scam.
Let's
be
see.
honest.
Defective
It's them stealing
conditions.
their own car,
Yeah.
aka just leaving it
That's
somewhere in
like-
a weird neighborhood.
that's literally like suing cold case files because you learn that you could poison somebody with antifreeze.
It's true.
And then
That's-
you
yeah.
antifreeze someone to death, and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna sue cold case files.
Who's this hot for Hyundais?
Kia and Hyundai's defective vehicles have caused a public safety crisis
buy
in the
those
city,
stickers anymore.
endangering the health and safety and peace of all those
Can we
who
explain
live
to the
here.
listeners how to steal them?
So
I
between
honestly- that's what I was looking
2010
for.
and 2021,
That's
Oh,
a
that's
broad
awesome.
range.
That's awesome.
that
That's a
that
lot of
explains.
cars.
So how do you
That
steal
explains
them?
like 12 years.
How to steal them? You just hotwire them?
Models must be equipped with traditional mechanical key that lack an immobilizer system, not a key fob or push to start
Yeah.
system. All vehicles built after 2022 are fitted with the new updated system.
Shook, can you pull up who has TikTok? Can we just pull up how to do this? It's gotta be if that many people can do it, it doesn't take anything.
You just jam a screwdriver in the column and start it.
No,
Is that how it
some-
works?
Something to do
Probably.
with, no, it's something to do. There's like a USB thing. I
Dude,
don't fucking know.
Any Civic, sorry for this, Corey, but any Civic, like
Steal a
I
Kia
could,
with a USB.
I could take my old Civic key and I guarantee you I could open Corey's door and start the car.
Yeah, why do you think it stays here?
Yeah, I'm just saying, you could start any car.
I get enjoyment out of seeing it. No one else.
If you-
That's it.
if you
No
don't
car
have an
for you.
immobilizer,
Yeah.
I mean that's it. You could steal it. It's easy.
Yeah.
You peel back the steering column.
There's like a USB. There's literally like a.
You pull apart the key slot, and a USB cable can be used to turn the ignition tumbler
That's
and start the
incredible.
vehicle.
Yeah,
A
I do remember
USB
seeing that
key?
now that you
Yeah.
mention it.
Wow. So if you just had a hammer and a screwdriver, you could start
Yeah.
one of these things.
What the fuck is a USB key?
I don't know.
think,
I remember
like,
seeing
They
it
don't
like
have
in
an
a photo.
immobilizer, like a USB drive.
Yeah,
You
take,
can
like,
plug
a
it right in
USB
where you pull the
drive,
key out, and those.
just
Yeah.
turn it.
because there's no immobilizer. So
You
the
could thumb drive the
His-
car. Literally.
Right. It's not. Yeah, it's not a thing of like coding and being in the matrix and firing it up with a laptop. No, it's a physical thing that you can pop in and turn and drive away.
What are you doing? I'm installing Windows 10 on the steering wheel.
there's a video called Kia Boys, which is a documentary of guys stealing these things and driving around the city.
I mean,
I'm definitely watching on the ride home.
again, don't
Same.
don't blame. Sure, it's a fault.
Don't kick a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm suing.
Why are you gonna rain on a good thing?
Right.
I'm gonna sue Michael Myers because I know how to stab people. So
There's so
my
many
God.
things. Oh my God! Another video.
Oh my
There's-
god, we're gonna watch this one as a podcast.
Oh
ends.
my
The
God!
first 6 seconds
Yeah.
pays off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kia Boys? Sure,
Kia
pause
Boys.
the podcast.
Kia Kids
It
seems
has
like
we'll be right back after these
Almost
messages.
4 million views.
No
Oh,
way.
shit.
Oh, yeah, we gotta cue that thing
save
up.
that thing.
Sure,
Let's see.
get that ready for the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
I get some more news here too. Let me pop this open. Where's my okay? EVs are too heavy for current road weight limits. Car haulers say. Per a standard set in 1975, haulers are restricted to 80,000 pounds gross vehicle weight. The industry wants that up to 88,000 pounds because EVs are big fat pigs.
We gotta just do away with EVs.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm
Just
not trying to
scrap the
tell
whole
them to do this,
program.
but it's only 8,000 pounds. Actually, you'll be fine. It's just like tow ratings. They build 10+%
It's
in there.
just a suggestion. You're more than okay.
I just think
be
we just
fine.
scrap the whole program.
Let's see. Per EPA figures, the average car or truck on the U.S. road has swollen from 32,000 to 42,000 pounds over the last 40 years. Buddy,
32,000 or 3,200?
I'm sorry, 3,200
I
to
was like, what
4,200.
the fuck?
Buddy, you're adding the Hummer. That is going to swell it by about 10,000 pounds.
M2 weighs 3,800 pounds.
That's
Yeah.
true. EVs carrying very heavy batteries. The 9,000-pound GMC Hummer EV attributes almost 1/3 of its weight to just its cells. That stands to raise that figure even higher. While electric cars are relatively the minority today, the government aims to have half of all new vehicle. Blah blah blah. We already know that. If truck weight limits remain the current level, transport firms will have no choice but to spread EV deliveries out across more trucks, which they say will lead to delays in orders and blah, 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 increased pricing, et cetera, et cetera. But again, the Teamsters are raising a flag here with yet another problem with the EVs being forced down everybody's throats.
It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
I just don't. At one point, we're just gonna admit this isn't a viable option.
It's an option. It doesn't have to be the option.
I think just not forcing it down everyone's throat
That's-
is like it's like how it's not feasible.
So not only our electrical infrastructure is nowhere near ready for this, but our physical
Roads.
road infrastructure
Right.
isn't capable of handling our current vehicles, let alone heavier vehicles.
Yeah.
And I mean, they clearly haven't fixed those. I mean, I've been driving 17 years. I haven't fixed them. Josh, how long you been driving?
I don't even know. 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bridges also, like, you just look at a bridge.
Yeah.
They throw some paint on it, spruce it up every now
How
and
long
again.
did it take them to paint the Woody Club Bridge? The
Oh my
fucking
God, the Braga? I don't even
They had to
know.
start over because it took them so long by the time
It
they got to the
started
end.
to
The other
one
was
end. Yeah,
fucked
they
up.
started on the
to
other again.
rust.
Yeah, so like our roadways can't handle these vehicles. Our
Yeah.
electrical infrastructure can't handle these electrical vehicles. I don't know. The whole thing is bullshit.
What's the difference between a bridge and an underpass? What-
When you go
Over and when you go under.
I think a bridge
if you build a
spans
bridge-
water.
Huh?
I think the difference is a bridge spans water, whereas an
Really?
underpass is just over pavement. I think. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Well, an underpass is under.
I was
bridge
thinking-
and an overpass is right.
Is that what you mean? A bridge and like an overpass?
Maybe, I don't know. I thought if you built a bridge and you drive under
Brother,
it-
you were the one who asked the question.
So yeah, because I don't know. If you have a bridge and then you could drive under it, I thought the bridge was what you drive on and
Yeah.
the underpass is what you drive under.
Yeah, I
Or
would
is
say,
it-
yeah, that's correct.
Or is it an overpass is what you drive over a roadway, and then underpass is when you go under it?
I
And
mean-
a bridge is something separate.
per the internet's definition, A mainline bridge is a structure that carries the parkway through traffic. An overpass bridge is a structure that carries traffic over the mainline roadway.
So a bridge is water? No, what was the first one? Did you say a bridge is water?
Josh, you just said words out into the ether.
No, I heard him. You said, yeah, but that was the same thing.
You guys talking Chili Peppers
Bridge
songs?
versus overpasses. Yeah, yeah. Chili Pepper. My God, what
Chili
a
Pepper
terrible.
song.
Fucking hate the
I
Chili Peppers.
despise the Chili
You know,
Peppers.
I hate the Chili Peppers because they sing about California all the time.
That's it.
So-
It's
ever
just
talk
not
about?
good music.
It's
I don't know like what to tell people.
they're not
It's
funny.
Just bad.
I didn't
It-
mind the
like-
real old stuff. I don't mind, if I'm honest.
By the way,
Well said.
Everything else though stinks.
by the way, you like the By the Way song?
What?
You mean give it away?
No, by the way.
By the way,
I don't know.
sounds like a dog.
Uh,
Not in the dog songs.
listen, I don't listen to Chili Peppers either. So
I think you do.
one more
Yeah,
time.
you definitely
I
do.
think you're
you
a
just
closeted Chili Pepper fan.
yeah, for sure.
Dude, I listen to like fucking hardcore and shit.
Oh yeah, sure you do.
Shit.
too,
Yeah,
tough
hardcore
guy.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Chili Pepper fan.
Hardest core stuff.
You probably
That
have
was
that
explicit
dumb
content.
fucking tattoo on you somewhere.
Which one?
The fucking Chili Peppers logo.
Why would you do that as a human being? With a
I
brain?
know people with it.
What's
and I
their
no longer
logo?
associate
What
with
is
them.
their logo? I don't even know what their logo
right.
is.
I would imagine it's a chili pepper.
It's like the Red Cross, only
Yeah.
with more crosses.
Yep. It's like a asterisk. actually.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I
Red
have
and
seen.
black
Yeah, the
asterisk.
asterisk. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Give them an asterisk. As a
Really?
whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
no
I know
good.
what it is.
It's no good. It's shit.
It's no good.
It is shit.
Sometimes
I thought you were talking about Under the Bridge though. That's one of their big jams.
Is
under
it?
the underpass.
Californication, bro. Oh, that stuff
Yeah.
hurts. Hurts to hear. TCS. My God.
Josh is Googling the definition of a bridge.
A bridge?
Yeah,
it's just a
'cause-
road that goes over something.
A structure carrying a road, path, railroad, or canal across a river, ravine, road, railroad, or other obstacle.
So it
Okay,
doesn't
so-
need to be water.
Doesn't need to be water.
Okay, so then the difference between an underpass and a bridge
An underpass means you go under something.
under it.
I
And a
think your
bridge
first
and an
statement-
overpass are different.
An overpass goes over something.
Yeah.
Right, but a bridge could do the same thing.
So back to the Chili Peppers. How many C6 Corvette owners do you think have Red Hot Chili Peppers in their
Oh.
CDs in their vets? at
Every-
all times?
I thought you were
one.
going to say in their Instagram bio.
I
Oh,
don't know.
well, maybe that too, but
I would reckon more of them. No, that's Mustang guys have Godsmack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Chili Peppers kind of Batman music.
bet at least 42% of.
What do Dave Matthews Band
C6
people drive?
Subaru.
Foresters.
Yeah,
That makes
sense.
Foresters.
Yeah.
Actually,
Cross treks.
I was at King Richard's Fair today. There were a lot of Subarus over there, if I'm honest.
Can you give us a little breakdown of King Richard's Fair, by
Do you
the
really
way?
wanna know what it's like?
Please, for the listeners.
This is crazy. So people that aren't from here have no idea. King Richard's Fair is like, it's a medieval fair that goes on for like 2 months a year here.
Yeah.
2 months.
And I think it's the oldest.
Way too long.
It's the oldest medieval fair ever. So, anyways,
Wait, where is it?
In Carver, Mass.
yeah, they call it Carvershire.
Carvershire?
The
Is that-
Carvershire.
They
Okay,
Okay,
switched
so it's
it?
just over the border.
Just over the border. So, anyways, we decided to go to King Richard's Fair, which was unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, you get off the exit, you're driving in the middle of nowhere, because Carver's in the middle of nowhere. You go and you sit in the King's traffic to get to the King's parking lot. You pay, and you just continue to get fleeced throughout the whole event. From there on out, you're getting fleeced.
Wait, parking costs money.
No, parking's free. The king is a just king. He is a noble king.
Okay.
So you get there, so to buy food at King Richard's Fair, you have to buy food tickets. You can't pay them with cash. So I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's food tickets. So let me get 100 of these food tickets, right?
Yeah.
So you go buy food. They take they immediately put the tickets in the shredder. That's like their thing. And
In the King Shredder.
listen, I sell paper for a living. I'm loving this. You guys want to immediately shred tickets? That's great. I wish you told me what color it was before I came here. So, and then you're gonna go on a ride and like, oh no, you can't use tickets on a ride. You fool! What are you, the court jester?
Peasant?
You have to use cash.
Where art thou, cash dollars?
So then you have to wait in
they
the
shred-
king's line to go to the king's ATM.
Oh,
And you have to pull out hundreds of dollars because you're with your kids. And
ATM fee was fair though.
the king is just.
what was
It's
the ATM?
$3.50.
I didn't know if it was like strip club ATM.
No, he has a
Like
just.
I've ever heard.
$10.
So
It cost me 20 to take out 20.
Holy shit.
we have,
Damn.
we have $100 in the king's tickets.
Yeah.
And my wife wants one of the King's beers, so there goes half of our money. Now, they with Big E and who's the best. So they both got beers.
That
half our
mead
money's
is
gone.
very expensive.
So there were lines everywhere. I heard it's a lot better. It is funny to see. If you identify as a pixie
I was going to say
and you're
it's
there with your pixie friends, it's the best place to be.
it's LARPing. A lot
There's
of
a lot.
LARPing.
You don't even have to dress up as a medieval guy. You can dress up as Bane. I saw Bane.
What did you dress up as?
I dressed up as a angry older
Paper
male.
seller.
I would, if I'm honest, if I'm going back, I'm getting the brown monk outfit. Boom.
The brown monk?
Yeah, just the
You're gonna do
robe
the-
and the rope. Boom.
You can do the
What's his
Friar
name?
talk.
Friar
Shave
Tuck.
the head.
Yeah.
I honestly, to the point, I felt bad I wasn't dressed up. I was like, I could have dressed up and talked like an idiot the whole time. But so here's the thing.
Can I hear your best monk accent?
Not right now. You're at the Richards Fair, and you're going to buy food, and you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not giving my money. This line's too long. You get out of the line, you get back to where your whole family's sitting, and you're like, yeah, I'm not waiting for the line. And then you're like, I've already given the king my money for these stupid lunch tickets.
And there's no turning at the end.
There is no returns. As I'm leaving, I had two different groups of people approach me like, would you guys want to buy our tickets for half the money? It's like, this is unbelievable. So, now,
So you should just stand at the entrance and get people on the way out. And
Yeah.
they're like, I'll buy tickets half price.
if you're going, you buy your meal tickets on the way in because there's nobody waiting there because everybody's an idiot like myself. But I go right back. I go back right now. It's unbelievable. It's a dreamland of magic. There are literally,
When's it
there are
going till?
booths selling swords, wizard cloaks, like,
Credit
there-
cards, though.
yeah, they take credit cards, yeah.
For that, right.
Other landly.
The King's MasterCard.
Yeah.
King's Massacre.
Come buy from the king.
How long is it for?
If you want to go to a store that's just wizard cloaks, it's there and it's unbelievable. They have dragons on them and shit.
Yeah.
it's all
I want like a wizard cloak.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
you can if you go there, you can get dripped up. It's the king's cloakery.
King Richard.
Come to the king's cloakery.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also they'll rent you a costume if you want to know what
Wait,
Richard's
they will
fair is.
rent you a costume?
Yeah, they'll drip you out.
They take credit card.
Yeah, of course.
These people have literally figured out any way to charge you for anything.
The best thing about King Richard's Fair, the best review Barstool did it like 10 years ago, and it's Portnoy, Big Cat, and maybe KFC, and it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And they go and they get dressed up.
Unfortunately, it ends on October 23rd, so I don't think we'll be able to make it.
No,
But
we can make. I mean, we can go right
we
now.
should definitely make it a point to go
'Tis but a shame.
next year and get fully dripped out.
If we should 100%
Wait.
go to this thing.
Can I wage war on the king?
Sure, you can, but then you get thrown out. They tried that in the Barstool. The thing is,
damn it.
if we all go and we bring like $300-$400 each, we're gonna have to our lives. I wouldn't even
So-
feel bad about it.
You
I would-
fully underestimate the level of irresponsibility I have with money.
Oh
I'm
no,
so
we
excited.
fully
We
understand
can all
it.
buy swords.
I
have
think
Can you
sword
walk
already.
around with
They're
the sword?
forging weapons. I almost got in trouble for not having a sword.
Chuck, I'm so irresponsible. I already own a sword.
Well, bring it.
Let's go.
I think I went like 12.
This place is so out of pocket. I'm in Massachusetts, and there's a sign that says "No guns" on the way in. I'm like, who's bringing guns?
Wait a
to
minute.
this has happened multiple
We're going to go
times.
back next year on September 10th.
Okay,
What's
what's that?
September 10th? Oh my god.
Let me see.
What's September 10th?
Oh yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the
Wait,
old
can I get a...
it's Titty City.
it's,
to be
it's
honest.
the old cleavage contest.
Cleavage contest.
Okay.
I don't think we should go then. We're gonna have to double the amount of money.
Oh my!
we're
Can
taking.
you imagine the
I'm not gonna lie to you, Corey. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like that all the time.
Can you imagine the trolls and nerds that plan their years around?
No way. No fucking way. I don't know. I refuse to believe it. On Cleavage Day? This a moment of remembrance?
At 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. There's a moment of remembrance on Cleavage Contest Day for 9/11. I can't fucking believe that.
I'm going, you know what? If we roll in at like 2 o'clock, we can buy tickets half price, make it for the moment of remembrance.
The contest doesn't kick off till 4, so we got plenty of time to grab a leg and get up there.
So grab a leg. Wait, so hold on. Is it at the end of the contest? At the end of the cleavage contest, they have a moment of remembrance for 9/11.
Let's be clear. The contest runs
That's
from 4 to
unbelievable.
5, and at 5 p.m. there's a moment of remembrance on the tournament field. They're honoring.
Is it on the 11th?
No, it's on the 10th. It says it right here. It's on Saturday, September 10th.
Oh my
Can
God.
I just say, what other place, what other country but America?
You know what? I will never remember this. I'm 100% in.
I'm gonna put it in my calendar
I
now.
will.
I'll put it in my calendar.
I'll
now.
spend hundreds of dollars on an
What
outfit.
time? Oh, it starts.
We will never remember this.
All right, so it starts at the beginning of September. I'm putting it in my calendar now.
Yeah, put it in for King Richards.
Just
We gotta dress up.
Put it in for cleavage contest.
Hey, we should make it a revival motoring thing, even if it has nothing to do with us. Everybody should come to King Richards
no,
Fair
we'll
a
take
year
our
from now.
take our chariots on over.
On August 31st, I'm putting in a reminder.
Yep, King Richards Fair.
King
Could you put a
Richards.
Could you put a meeting invite for the cleavage contest the day at 5 p.m.?
All day remind me.
We gotta pick.
Repeat every day.
We gotta pick what we gotta be. I think I'm gonna be an enchanter. I'm gonna get a dragon cloak and a staff. They have a staff maker. He's excellent.
I want to go straight wizard.
You're gonna wizard.
Straight wizard.
Just big hat. And
I want
everything?
like a big staff with a globe on the end. And
So
everything.
we can
big
be a-
purple sleeve.
Yeah. The sweet time.
So we can go as a group of wizards.
Yeah. Dude, you remember you see Workaholics?
Yeah.
The rap group, the wizard rap group.
Dude, there was the Monty Python guys were there.
Oh my god.
Did they have the Liger? Was
No.
the Liger still there? I went 15 years ago. They had a Liger.
We should go. We should go with
probably
some. We should go as guys that totally missed the point of King Richard's Fair.
You should go as different variations of Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. That would just totally fuck with people.
Oh my god. I'm like warm.
Rapper was full.
There he goes, the men in tights.
I can't believe.
This isn't the Christmas Vacation fair.
This is what people want to listen to on the Road to Moto podcast.
Oh, no, it's perfect.
Our plans for going to a medieval fair a year from now.
They're gonna love it.
It was
They're gonna love
totally unbelievable. Like if you're into that stuff, I guess, fucking nuts. I felt bad for not being dressed up, and I usually don't give a shit.
If you're not from around here, please just look up
King Richard's Fair.
Richard's
There's a bar stool thing about it. It's ridiculous.
It's a place of magic and wizardry.
Why you say it like that?
Because that's how they all talk, isn't it?
yeah. Come
Wouldn't-
to the King's
We
Fair.
would have to
You
just
are a
go.
fool. Your magic will not work here. Magic missile. Magic missile. I'm out of mana.
Did you have a turkey leg?
No, the turkey leg line, no joke, hour plus long.
Holy shit!
Because I went on Columbus Day weekend, and obviously Columbus was part of King Richard's Castle.
There's a lot of guys dressed like Columbus.
All right.
It was something.
Hey, if you don't have to pay and you're set to put a ticket in a thing, how hard is it to just grab a turkey leg and walk away?
I think you'd get your arm chopped off. I mean, to be honest.
walking around with swords.
Yeah, there's like,
Yeah, but like
everybody has a sword
You
at this
literally
place.
deposit a ticket and then grab a turkey leg.
No. It works like money, but instead of money, it's tickets.
So they're cooking them live? Why aren't they all prepared already?
Yeah, there's not just a table full of turkey legs. So you pop it. First off, the turkey leg's gonna cost you like 28 tickets.
I understand, but if there's a line to the fucking end of the castle,
Yeah,
why aren't they just busting out turkey legs left and right?
I think they are as hard as they can.
Yeah,
I don't think the
Turkey
king
leg is hard as they
the king doesn't trust the people selling the food.
the king
Trust
doesn't
everybody
want
else.
The king doesn't want to hire any more employees.
I mean, if we got a little more land over here, we could have our own Richard's Fair.
I bet if we went on a Wednesday and did the podcast there, the lines would be pretty short.
Oh my God, large Richard's Fair.
Does
All
it
right.
sell glizzies? Is that
Yeah. This glizzies. I had a slice of pizza, the King's Pizza, which was surprisingly okay.
I didn't know the king was Italian.
And then I had
King
I had
Pizza.
I had a peasant patty burger, and they sell giant pickles.
Of course they do.
You want a giant dill pickle, like a girthy boy?
Yeah,
Not a problem. 4 tickets.
Yeah,
I just feel like Doritos and Mountain Dew is their number one.
I was
selling.
almost leaving this place with 40. I had like 40 extra before I went and got my burger, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy 10 pickles. There's no way I'm letting the king win.
So what you're saying is we all have to bring our giant dill pickles to the cleavage contest.
Exactly.
And then eat it
We're gonna get thrown out of King Richard's Fair.
during the remembrance.
A bunch of wizards. Oh, you know what we should dress as? You know Robin Hood Men in Tights, where they dress as women
Yeah,
to sneak into the arrow competition?
yeah.
That'd be us.
Do they still have jousting? Did you see the jousting?
Yeah, I couldn't. You couldn't get close to the jousting.
Okay.
There's a mud
Jesus,
show.
if you can't get close to the
Ian's
jousting, do you
telling
think
me-
we're going to see the cleavage contest?
Oh, I think we are, because I don't think it's gonna be as busy. It's gonna be as busy.
It's going to be
Ian's telling me he
overwhelming.
can't go to any of the shows because he's the biggest guy there. And people just like, he'll be sitting in the crowd, and the guy like getting the show ready is just looking at him, and he's like, I gotta get out of here. But you know the thing where you hit the mallet, you hit the bell?
Yeah.
You see, Ian's like, yeah, let me do it. And then you see the guy be like, oh, fuck, this guy's a ringer. Dude,
He's gonna blow right through
he's
it.
like, watch this. Dude, every single time hits the bell.
Yeah.
There are guys over there all jacked up on whatever, on Bang Energy, not even coming close. He's one hand in this thing. Unbelievable. He got knighted.
He's using his own
I
fist.
could see
He
him
got
one
knighted,
handing it.
dude.
I hit it, but at the Robin Hood one, which is like
That's a child one.
it's probably a
That's
child
a child's one, yeah.
I ring that bell like a motherfucker. Then. I let everybody know in Robin Hood's kingdom that I can ring that bell.
Nice work.
All right.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
Spit on my hands first and everything.
Happy we did that.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Let's talk. Just rolled into the shop.
Okay.
Kyle, if you can, please.
Illuminate us.
Yeah. What exactly do you do on a daily basis?
So
And we did discuss. You can say the name.
Yeah. So going back a little bit, 2020, I was working at a restaurant as a bartender, one that Chuck very much adores.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I was doing that. I've been there for quite a few years, and obviously, COVID shut the restaurant that I was working at down.
Not great for restaurants.
Not
like
great for restaurants.
Bit of a
no.
dog.
Bit of a dog. So my brother-in-law at the time was in the process of acquiring 2 Midas locations. He already owned one, and came to me and was basically like, hey, you know, I know you're out of work. Like, I think you'd be really great at this. So hired me on as a service advisor. So I've been doing that since. I kind of was doing like a bit of a regional position. So when he acquired the 2 other locations, I was kind of bouncing between all 3. And then backtrack to like 5 months ago. Actually, my son was born the same weekend as Dust Off. So
Tough off kid. Love it.
yeah, exactly. I think there's like a bunch of other ones too. I think one of Blake's kids was born Dust Off weekend.
Yes, because there was.
remember
he
the
wasn't
struggle.
quite sure. Yeah, how it was going to all
I
pan
was
out.
talking to Justine from Foundation Blue, and she's like, "There's a bunch of Dust Off babies. Like, there's
Yeah.
quite a few."
9
of them."
months after Dust Off.
Exactly.
So all the kids are born.
So yeah. So
It's a lot of snow. Not much to do.
Pretty boring January. Lot of fucking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So I eventually gave up that position, and I'm just the store manager now of his Warwick, Rhode Island location. So I'm strictly there on a 5-day-a-week basis. I see a lot of stuff.
You guys see, so like people that have no idea what the fuck is going on show up there with issues.
Oh, like big time. And like, I mean, it's a pretty common misconception. Like, we do pretty much everything now that dealerships can do. Like, we pay for all the subscriptions to like
Big scanners and all data and all that shit.
All data, all that.
I'll
So,
hit you
like,
up about all data.
Yeah, well, that's what sparked this whole thing because you posted something on the Instagram and you were like, people think Midas just is mufflers, and I don't even remember what it is you posted. And I text Josh, I was like, "You got to hit up Kyle. We got to have him on because this is fucking outlandish."
Wait, you guys cut all the caps off my car?
yeah.
Don't answer.
It was like 30 seconds of clips, of as much rust and things falling apart, a strut literally just dangling in the middle of the car.
We had a Volvo in last week that like the lady came in, like no appointment. She's just like, "I have a little rattle under my car. Can you guys take a look at it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. We'll take a look." And the technician comes back, like he's an older guy. Technician comes back and his eyes are literally like bulging out of his head. He's like, "Dude, I am terrified to drive this car." He's like, "I didn't even make it out of the parking lot." Like we pull it in and like we put it up on the lift and like the right rear wheel just like falls down. The spring falls out. The shock's just like disconnected.
Oh, it's
like,
gravity
just
welded?
gravity welded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing holding it. But like, we see. When I say we see it all, like my favorite line is my uncle. Like, "Oh, my uncle fixed this." Anytime, like most of the time, it's actually
It's their uncle?
Yeah, no, it's the Nissan Altima girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my uncle I'm like, this is game on. This is gonna be fantastic.
Is Ultima the ultimate in repair? Like bootleg repair?
Yeah, like I'll be honest with you, most Altima owners just don't fix their car. Like that's
There's
that's
no
actually-
repair.
There's there's not really a. They don't fix it. That's the problem. That's why Ultimas are what they are. They
There's
never
love,
fix
Ron.
their cars. I'm like,
Never changed tires, never fixed a car.
no,
Definitely never changed
like
tires. Yeah.
ball tires, showing steel belts, wheel bearings, like screaming, like 4 miles an hour. You can hear this thing humming, and they're just like, "Nope, not fixing it." Like I'm good with that. I'll just
Send
do my
it.
oil change today.
Yeah.
But
that's a big step to me.
That's a
Changing the
once-a-year
oil.
event.
Yeah.
Do you guys get the guys that were like, I'm not gonna feel good letting you leave this place with a car like this, and like, yeah, I'll just drive it then.
We've like I've had to write on people.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. I've had to write on people's receipts. Like, I've never not told somebody that they like can take their car. Like, obviously, if they drove it in, then But like, I've had cars where like we put the car up on the lift and the ball joint literally falls out of the knuckle. Like, just completely lets go. There's nothing holding the ball joint into the knuckle at all. And I've been like, dude, you can't drive this.
I was gonna say, is there any type of company policy like?
It's
Or
kind
liability, I guess.
Yeah, like I always just put something like on the receipt. I'm like, customers advised, please don't drive this car. Like very,
Right.
very dangerous.
Well, it's good. It's smart.
Yeah, I mean that's like kind of our only thing that like covers us in case anything does happen.
Because it's not like you're doing anything. You're getting the vehicle, explaining the scenario, and saying like, "Hey, strongly advised not to. This isn't roadworthy."
Like I'll tell people all the time. I'm like, if you were my friend or family member, I would say if you're not gonna fix it here, like just tow it. And they're like, I drove it in. I can definitely just drive it home. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
that's
where
what
else
I'm
are you
do.
gonna drive it?
Yeah.
Godspeed.
I'm like, have you ever seen like somebody on the side of the highway with their wheel at a 90-degree angle? That's what's gonna happen.
It's about to happen.
Wondering what happened to them.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But no, I mean like when I say like I've become like coming from a car enthusiast background to this now, I've become so numb to like things like you. I posted that on the internet and like everyone, like a bunch of people messaged me and were like, oh my god, I can't believe like, but I'm just
You
like
just see it every day.
I'm numb to it by now. Like we had a girl that came in and her uncle fixed her exhaust and literally there was like a 2.5 inch exhaust pipe going to the rear of the car, and then there was like a 1 3/4 inch piece of exhaust pipe just resting inside of the exhaust pipe. Like there was no clamps, it was just resting in there. And I was just like again, like my uncle
Slip
fixed it. Yeah, I was just like, what? Like, she's like, well, he did his best. I'm like, did he also mention to you that he cut your rear subframe to put the exhaust on? Like, he literally like cut a section of the subframe rather than routing the piping up and over.
You just went through.
Just cut the rear subframe and like
I believe
tunneled
the
the
fastest
exhaust.
point from A to B is a straight line.
Yes, it is.
It's
That
very
is
true.
definitely this
As
guy's
the
life.
crow flies.
Needless to say, actually, like fortunately enough, the girl did get rid of the car based on that. We were like, you need like this is the nail in the coffin.
You're in a
She
lot of
did.
trouble.
She got rid of the car, but yeah, I mean, just stuff like that. Like today, this was absolutely hilarious. I took a video of it. I'll show you guys later. But so we had a guy with a 2017 Silverado towed in. The vehicle was stolen from his house.
Okay.
So he lives in like a quaint, for people who aren't from the area, a quaint little town like right on the shoreline, Point Judith, like stolen from his like neighborhood house. 2017 Silverado. Had all of his information in the car, credit cards, ID.
Okay.
He works at like a boatyard or something like that. So like, you know, he lives out of his truck. Wakes up in the morning, truck's gone. So shut down all of his credit cards. They tracked the truck all the way to Worcester, Mass, which is about
That makes sense.
an hour and about an hour and a half north. Truck ended up back in Providence. Was found, recovered by the police. All of his license, everything was still in the truck. So they like get it started and wicked loud. So they're like, "Oh, somebody stole your converters." Like, this story just keeps getting better and better. I'm like, your truck is stolen, and then they like steal the converters out of it rather
You think
than
they
just
stole them before?
or
No.
What they
after.
deposited? The
Yeah,
vehicle?
Or no, I'm thinking they were the truck got stolen and somebody stole the catalytic converters from the person who stole the
Well,
truck.
Right,
that's what
that
we
makes
thought
sense.
too. But these people are actually so dumb. They actually left Milwaukee Sawzalls in the truck, like the tools they used to steal.
Really?
them.
Wow.
So like when they recovered the truck, the tools.
Were the
to-
cats in the bed?
No, it gets better than that. It gets way better than that. So he has it towed to us. Like he calls an insurance company. Like we got to send appraisers out. Blah blah blah. So we put like with the truck running, we put it up on the lift because I'm like I want to see if they, there's 3 converters in that truck. Like if it's the rear one, is it one of the like Y pipe ones? Like what is it? We put this thing up on a lift. No word of a lie. These fucks are so dumb. They stole the fucking muffler out of this thing.
Oh,
they
the
didn't
cats
even
are still
steal.
there?
The cats were still there.
Oh
They
my
literally stole the
God.
fucking muffler out
Hey,
of this
maybe
thing.
there's more money in mufflers now.
Oh my god.
Dude,
That's
they
amazing.
literally didn't even get
Yeah,
the
the
cats.
mufflers are huge.
Didn't even get the cats. The mid muffler was like, I'm like, what kind of dumb criminal do you have to be? Like, you didn't even steal the right part, and you left the saws that are now worth more than that muffler in the truck. Like,
Sounds like a truck guy. Just cut the
They just
muffler
wanted to hear
off.
the LS roar.
yeah, maybe they did. I don't know, but like
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was a today story, but like, I mean, see it all. Nothing even phases me anymore.
People, I always think of this all the time when like I'm doing something shady. I'm like, is the car gonna make it? And like, people run their cars like such piles of shit.
Yeah.
So
Like,
that's
this is just, it's gonna make it.
that's what, like, I'm sure it's almost miraculous, some of the things you see.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
just shouldn't work, but somehow does.
Yeah, like Subaru is notorious for wheel bearings. Dude, that guy is huge.
TCS, just grab the cat. It's huge. Imagine when that guy brought that down in the scrapyard.
Yeah, that's what like.
Or, like-
I almost wish I could be like
Oh my god!
like a fly
just carrying this
in the pile of
100-pound
shit at the
muffler.
scrapyard for that. Like, just as to witness that conversation. Like, yeah, dude, look at the size of this cat.
Yeah.
Like,
I got the biggest cat. Yeah. See you in the morning.
this thing's gotta be worth thousands. Or like if someone was even stupid enough to like buy the muffler and be like, oh, like, yeah, I'll give you money for that. Like,
Yeah.
you must
I'm
have
gonna
known. Like,
throw you
had
a
to have
shilling
known.
for it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, the amount of like Subaru owners that are oblivious to wheel bearing noise is miraculous to me. Like, I'll
You
test
mean
drive a car. I'll test drive a car and I'll be like, they'll come in for like a belt squeak or something like that, and like I'll leave the parking lot and be doing like 17 miles an hour, and I'm like, you don't hear that noise, and they're like, what noise? I'm like, you're.
Do you test drive the car with them in it?
No,
Oh, okay.
like generally no, but I mean sometimes like if we can't identify a noise or something like that, we'll take the customer with us and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
point that out, because like sometimes they'll be complaining about like an exhaust rattle, or they think it's an exhaust rattle and it's like a broken sway bar link or something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
CRV.
But yeah.
Or something
Always
in the
broken.
trunk.
Yeah, or that. We've seen that before. We had a guy actually 370Z who had a whole box of golf balls just let go in his trunk, and he's like, it sounds like there's golf balls in the trunk. I'm like, you do have golf balls in your trunk, actually.
You know what?
Like,
You have an incredible ear.
yeah, you're actually. Do you want a job? Like,
Sir.
Next time, check your
you're
trunk.
spot on
Sir,
with that. Like, he's like, oh, I went golfing. I lost a couple of golf balls. I'm like, dude, they're in your fucking
18 of them.
They're in your trunk, but
That'll be $200 for solving your own problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, as someone who, I mean, if someone's not familiar, I mean, how many years you own your Jetta? I mean, honestly, how many years at this point?
so I bought it sight unseen when I was 17. So
Was that 2007, 2008?
2008, yeah.
So you've owned your Jetta since 2008, so Jesus Christ, 14 years,
Yeah.
right? And you've been building it ever since, yourself. You've done everything to it, ABA turbo, cool ass shit. So like you do all this custom stuff on your own car, right? Your own time, whatever. And now, does it depart you at all from when you're looking at this shit and you're like, wow, like I'm so happy I never took the easy way out with any of this shit? And like,
Yeah.
to give you more of an appreciation for what you've done in your own.
Doubt it. You see all this
No.
crap running for 100,000 miles.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in a lot of ways, if anything, it's like it really makes me understand why people hate Volkswagen so much, because I'm like Toyota Camry. It's simple. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
only so many things that can go wrong with it. And then, like, yeah, I don't know. You get, like, these electrical issues with Volkswagens, or I don't know. I guess in a
Both
lot
your
of...
headlights go out one day.
Exactly, yeah. Just, like, weird European car stuff
Despite
like
being
that.
on
but,
separate
like,
circuits.
no, I mean, it definitely opened my eyes up to, like, how simple some other cars are,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's a good point. Yeah, because like realistically, you don't have too much of a base point for like how everything else works.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you used to work for Paxson, like,
Yeah.
I remember talking to you in the parking lot. That was like, what, 2006?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, talking to you in the parking lot when you had your white.
Yeah.
Mark
I used to
III
park
strike.
like an asshole in the parking lot. Yeah. I was that guy who took up 4 parking spots.
That's okay.
That was
There
me
is.
at one point. But there was also 3 cars in the entire parking lot, so it didn't matter.
It's so funny that you say like the working on other shit is so, because like I've always been into Civics, and all my friends have like 240s, BMWs, and they're like, yeah, I got this chip DME. I'm like, what the fuck's a DME? Oh, it's like the computer that runs the car. I'm like, an ECU? Oh, it's called DME. Oh, okay. So it's chipped? It's like soldered in? No. You got to like send it out to this company and they do all this stuff, but then like you have to use that one because there's like an immobilizer. I'm like, brother, you could put a fucking single cam ECU from 1991 in a 2001. And it'll start the car up and it's not even the right motor. That's crazy to me. Like BMW, I'm like trying to figure out all this wiring shit. Forget
We
about
saw how you figured it out.
it. Yeah, I cut it all out and drop kicked the ECU or the box right out of the. But like Civic engine, your engine harness is bad. Oh, okay. Any single cam B series harness, all the same. F series, same.
Yeah.
H series, probably the same. If I had to guess,
Close enough.
it's insane to me. Like companies made it purposely hard, and Honda was like, nah.
Honda.
We had a
It's called engineering.
we had
It
a
is.
2017 BMW 430 non-X, so it was like a 430i.
Yep.
Guy hit a pothole. I think he hit a curb. I don't really know, but
Same. Same.
bent his inner and outer tie rod, and there's like a service bulletin from BMW. It's like, if you get these codes, the like rack has an impact sensor, I guess. If you get these codes, you have to replace the rack.
Oh,
like
boy.
there's no.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like there's impact sensors, and like it comes up as a collision code. Like
Yeah.
and.
They're
So,
gonna
like,
start salvaging
So the rack
cars
just
off
goes
of
full lock and stays.
I don't think it goes like full lock, but like it's like
It can never
literally
be
it's like
fixed.
replace rack.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, it's just
the fix
noted.
to it. It's like there's no testing. There's no. It's like an
Straight
electronic rack. Just replace it.
No
Just like-
reset.
No, and it's like a $5,000 rack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
That's a new car.
How was that received?
not well.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's not like it's an old car where you're like,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
the guy's probably still into it for a payment. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you do?
That must
You
have
know?
been an incredible conversation.
Yeah, it's,
You got to replace the rack. Oh, I fucking steered it all the way here. Yeah, it's broken. It literally says that it is.
It told me it's broken.
It's not lying.
That's the thing, because you're stuck between a rock and a hard place often when it comes to that, because like now the guy probably thinks you're trying to stiff him.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, he's a good customer, so like
Okay.
he trusts us, but like, I mean, I was like, dude, I can send you the TS. Well, it's not like a TSB, but it's like a service bulletin.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you get these codes, like, and I think BMW did it intentionally, so like it's a collision code so that you can file it through your insurance company. So I'm like, dude, you can try to go after your insurance, like,
Right.
So it's purposely like a collision code for that reason.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, I've gotten so used to like just seeing certain things and like without even like looking at the car yet. I'm like, oh, this is a common issue on this, or this is a common issue on that. But like then you get these oddballs that are like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Like where do they come up with this stuff? So yeah, it was definitely a bit of a learning curve, but I mean this industry is wild. Like it's
Because we sit here and we talk about cars and think about cars every day, and obviously coming here once a week. The vast majority of people don't have a clue.
yeah. I mean that's the biggest thing is like, I can sit here and be like, oh, this and that, but like most of it's like just educating.
I was just
people.
gonna say,
like,
yeah.
like truly, like I'm as much as some of the stuff I see is like funny because like from an enthusiast or like a car person standpoint, like we think it's funny because
Right.
they're like what? But,
How
like,
could you not get this?
Right, but like a lot of it is just educating people. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't know, like, and they just get used to a noise in your car. Like I'm sure we all have like little oddball things that happen to our cars, and we just get used to. And then like, suddenly somebody else rides in their car and they're like, "Dude, do you notice
Yeah.
this?" And you're like, "Oh no, I've just gotten used to that."
Yeah.
Like,
Or one of those that it's always made this clunking sound.
Every
Right,
alignment
exactly.
issue ever.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just how
Yeah,
it goes.
every dashboard from every Civic that I've ever owned is falling out constantly.
You guys want to do a level 2 service on a Mercedes GLA?
no,
Mine's
He just goes,
this
no.
thing's like 15,000 miles past. Thing's a nightmare.
What's a level 2 service?
I don't. It's like a number 2 service. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's just an oil change. If I'm honest.
Shook is very familiar
the
with level
B.
2 services.
Right up the
I've been
tailpipe.
servicing this chair since I sat in it.
what's the Honda code B12? It's like I have a B12 code. I'm like, that's an oil change. Like you just need an oil change. That's all it is. Or B1 or
Your 8 something is
Yes.
tire rotation.
yeah.
I don't know those. I don't do those.
Yeah, I gotta get my Honda. Yeah, you guys might become the official fixtures of my Honda.
What, the CR free?
CR free baby.
Yeah.
Needs a passenger door lock. Also a nightmare. I tell you, everything fails on Hondas in pairs.
Yeah,
true.
door
Yeah.
handles. Yep.
So the
Brake
door,
calipers.
the door, like the actuator for the lock on my side failed. I fixed it. Here 6 months later, passenger side failed.
That's what happened. Well, I didn't say this, but like right before OBX, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the wheels." Have the wheels off. I'm like, "Wow, these pads are wearing awfully strange on this side. I'll let it fly."
Locked.
Week later, caliper dies. I'm like, "Okay, fuck." So I'm like, "Well, luckily I have these calipers. I'll do it this weekend." 400 miles later, sure as shit, other one explodes.
Yeah,
It's just pissing fluid out of it. I'm like, "You motherfucker."
That's how it goes,
Every
man.
time,
Good tool.
both sides. If one fog light dies, rest assured every other light in the car is about to die.
And we get like old timers, and sometimes they're like, replace both headlights. If one goes, the other one's gonna go. And like, sure as shit, they're usually right. Like,
Yeah.
if we don't replace the other one a week later, they're
You hear
like,
about it.
I told you. Like, I told you.
So you guys will do something like just replace like headlight bulbs?
Yeah, I mean, like literally, when I tell you we do everything, like,
Cash is king, buddy.
yeah.
For sure. No, I agree. I agree with you completely. But it's just it's surprising. I didn't know if
Yeah,
that's
I
like
mean,
Turbos on a GTR. Sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
yeah. How you feel about
Billet block
turbos? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
I
a
mean,
short block swap.
one of our customers, not naming any names, but like a big used car dealer. I won't say anything beyond that, but they give us like a ton of business because I mean, everyone's in a hiring like frenzy right now.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
as far as automotive technicians, like I'm sure like some people listening can chime in on this that are in the industry. Like it's really, really hard. Like we were looking for an A-level tech to do like diag, bigger jobs, like turbos. Like, you know, when we get customers, we have to not necessarily turn away, but like just buy more time. And like it took us, no joke, close to a year to get this guy on board. And like we had one guy in mind and we like really, really wanted him.
Yeah.
It took a year of convincing, like, dude, like, you know, you live right down the street, like we'll match pay, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like it took a year of convincing to get this guy on board. Like it's really, really like I have such a great staff right now. I'm like super proud of them. Like they've been like super knowledgeable. One guy used to do landscaping and like now he's like one of my best technicians. Like but he learned like all within, like never went to school for this, like, and you know, he's, you know, billing out like huge amounts of hours a week and it's awesome. So, but it's tough to find technicians. So like one of our big accounts is like a used car dealer and, we had like a Volkswagen EOS in a couple weeks ago and they're like, oh, diag an oil leak. So I'm like, it's a 2OT, like,
Yeah.
EOS.
Where does it? Where could
I'm
it
like,
come
where do you not want me to point out? Like, so, but I mean, we ended up replacing a turbo, vacuum pump seal, high pressure fuel pump, and oil pan. And it was like, I mean, I'm
That's
not gonna
more
say
than the
it.
car's worth.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're just like, this is what it's gonna take if you like truly want to chase down, and they're like, do it. Just like
Yeehaw.
yeah. So
Okay. All right.
It's a wild decision to make too, because you're like, well, I could buy another car for that, but then
Buy the
this
same
shit
car
could
for
break,
that.
or it could have already had it done, but I don't know what else is broken. So I can see why somebody would just be like, fuck it, I know that the rest is gonna be all right.
yeah. Well, somebody had just done like, had brand new gaskets on the upper and lower timing cover. So like someone was definitely just in there. So I was like, okay, well, like it's worth putting the money into because I'm like, somebody just did the chains and guides probably.
Yeah,
so
that car's got another $60K on it, regardless.
yeah. So
Unless
I
it
mean,
wraps around a pole.
but I mean, like when I say we do it all, see it all, like I mean, we literally like there's not much I haven't seen.
Is anyone else there like an enthusiast like yourself?
Yeah, like they're like more like they're a couple of the guys are like big into YouTube, like they watch like Whistling Diesel and like those guys and stuff like that. I try.
Great
Fucking
watch.
love Whistling Diesel.
Yeah.
Hey, he bought a tank.
I know. Getting better and
I
better.
haven't gotten to watch yet.
Did you get guys come and ask you guys to install aftermarket parts? You put a lot of cold air intakes in. What's going on over there?
Yeah, I've been
How's
noticing.
the aftermarket scene?
Yeah, it's kind of tough because like there's only so much I can like we can do a lot of that, but like we're a state inspection facility too.
Oh,
so,
that's
like,
why I didn't say exhaust.
Yeah, well that's
You just
like a
answered
whole-
my other question I was going to ask you at the podcast.
So like that's kind of a like fine line because it's like if it ever came back to us, we're like we
Cat
put
back though.
yeah,
cat back, yeah, like,
yeah, you
that's-
can't fuck with that. Yeah,
that's fine. But like, I had some guy with a A4 call the other day. He was like, "Hey, can you put a catless downpipe on my car?" I'm like, "Nope, sorry." Can't do
Yeah.
that." I'm like,
No
no
kidding.
way,
Catted
chief.
one, you said? A
No
catted
pop.
one.
Right, and definitely do a
you said
catted.
cat, right?
Downpipe.
It does have a cat on
No
it.
pops and bangs for you, my friend.
So that's what I was gonna ask. Like, what's the most? I want to ask what the most outrageous thing you've seen is. Obviously, we'll get to that. But what's like the most outrageous car you've brought in? Somebody's brought in. Has anybody brought in like I don't know a fucking Viper and was like, "Hey, can you change my oil?"
I inspected a Bentley. The Bentley, I don't even know what it was. It was like a brand new. It was like a 2022. I mean, personally, the car did nothing for me, but like,
Yep.
Most outrageous car. I don't know. I've seen a lot of. I don't know.
It truly seems like a wide variety.
Yeah, it's. I mean, So actually, one of my coworkers owns G. No, not G. What's the most recent generation of GTR? R35.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTR.
So one of my coworkers actually owns an R35, and he owns a Lambo. I forget what model it is, but
You guys hiring over
I
there?
was
What
going
the fuck's going on?
to say.
yeah, he came to work for us with both of those cars already.
Dogecoin guy.
Yeah,
Got it.
definitely
Big
definitely
Doge guy.
big crypto guy. But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, his cars are pretty cool. So like working with him, he rides a scooter to work though. Just full.
But he's got a
disclosure.
Slambo.
Yeah, he has a
Saves
Lambo.
money on gas.
Yeah, he has a Lambo and a
Honda Elite.
If he's riding a scooter and he's got a Lambo, it's got to be a turbo Lambo.
But I mean, apparently he like fixed up the. I don't know if he bought it salvage title or what, but he fixed up the Lambo, and I'm like, good for
Ladies
you.
don't
So-
mind.
I appreciate
So not
the cleavage
craziest-
contest doesn't mind.
Yeah.
Not the crazy story you
That's
have, but
respect.
what's the most ridiculous ask you've ever had? Like, does somebody come in there like, can you put like this
I got a couple bodies in the
underground
trunk.
racing, speed lab twin turbo kit on my Lambo or some shit?
It's a ridiculous ask.
It's got to be cut off the cats. I'd be there every day. Come on,
But
just
we're
cut
like,
'em
yeah,
off.
there's subframes falling on your car, you're gonna die, and somebody was like, can you just like weld it? You know?
Chuck the fucking turbo kit in from here. What?
Can you just make this thing run 10s or?
I think I had actually it was a Nissan Altima. I had a control arm that was just completely severed from one of the rear wheels.
Camber kit.
And yeah, it like literally that's how it was. Like the rear wheel was cambered in at like probably 45 degrees roughly, and it was driven in, and like the whole inside edge of the tire was just completely gone. And they're like, "Can you just put a tire on it?" Like I'm like what? Your suspension is broken. Like putting a tire on it is not gonna fix this problem. And they're like, "Yeah, but like I'll get it home. Don't worry about it. I'll just put a tire on it." I'm like, "What?
What is this?
Like,
I'll get it home. What are you gonna do with it when it
I
gets
don't
there?
know. I don't know.
Look at
Like some sort of magic happens in their driveway where
His
like,
uncle's gonna
fixes
fix it.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Yeah,
uncle.
the uncle's gonna
The
fix
uncle's
it.
gonna fix
Yeah, it's
it.
coming over this weekend.
He just puts the two broken halves of the camber arms into a pipe.
Yeah, boom.
Got it fixed.
1 1/4.
Is there there's 3 locations right now?
Yep. Actually, 20. Pretty much by the time this podcast airs,
It'll be 4.
there'll be 4.
Before.
So, yeah.
So is there one particular one that you hear that there's like way weirder shit goes on? Because they're spread apart.
Yeah. So I mean, 2 of them are South Coast Mass, and then the one I work at's in Rhode Island. Yeah, like I don't like.
What is South Coast Mass? Like, what is that? Is it like?
It's the southern coast of Massachusetts. You're welcome.
South Shore.
South Shore.
South
Yeah,
Shore.
South
Okay.
Shore. No, I don't like.
I'm just trying to think of like cities or towns or whatever.
Bonstable.
I feel
I
like
don't know.
So one of the locations was like had been closed down for 10 years. And,
What?
like,
Okay.
and then he bought it and like reopened it, and I feel like people were really testing the waters. Like when it reopened, they're like, "Hey, how much is this?" And we're like, "Oh," they're like, "Yeah, but when it was open 10 years ago, it was only this much." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why they closed. Like they weren't charging enough money." Like
They obviously
that's-
put themselves
yeah,
out
they
That's
put
there.
why this
themselves out
lay
of
dormant
business.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we had a girl that worked at one of those locations, and she's like, "I used to work here, and I know how much this really is. So like, you can't charge me that much." I'm like, "You used to work here, and then what happened to the business?" And she's like, "Yeah, it closed." I'm like,
Yeah, we're trying to keep it
Yeah,
open.
we're trying to keep it
Boom.
open, but
Also, that was 10 years ago, and inflation.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean, like a lot of people don't like realize. I mean, like everyone thinks they're getting ripped off anytime they go to get their car fixed. So like,
Absolutely.
it's tough to build trust. Like that's like having a good customer rapport and building trust with customers is like once you get them, like it's important to like keep their trust. But it's like people think you're ripping them off. It's like
Right, no matter what.
Yeah, it's like pads and rotors aren't $299 anymore. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the past year, I mean, just in the amount of time I started in 2020, in the past 2 years I've worked there, like, we've seen probably a 30 to 40% increase just on our cost.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then
yeah,
like
I mean,
people are like, well, you guys used to do oil changes for this much. And I'm like, oil doesn't cost that much anymore. It's like, it's tripled, quadrupled.
Right.
Like,
You are aware, like,
Yeah.
it's a byproduct of gas, or gas is a byproduct of oil.
Right. And
It's kind of the same.
then like, they'll be like, oh, prices are going down on oil though. Like, I'm like, like catches up to us later.
My man,
though,
that's
like,
crude.
Yeah.
I will say though,
That's light sweet
crude.
crude.
Right.
I will say though, a quart of fucking 1030 synthetic is like 11.50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Not if you're
Yeah.
buying off FCP Euro.
that's true.
That's
Shout
true.
FCP.
But
Shout
if you
FCP.
buy 5 quarts, $35.
Yeah.
It's insane to me. Why not just make it all the same? I don't know.
Buying in bulk, baby, less bottles.
Fuck off for that shit.
Less
That's so
plastic, less
stupid.
packaging.
Yeah, less shipping.
I don't care if they put the oil in a fucking plastic bag.
You can't actually. Can't you do that with FCP? Don't they?
They just
Yeah,
say
yeah.
send
Yeah,
it.
You
Send
can
it back.
return their used
Yeah.
oil.
This oil's bad. I want a new one.
put
Yep.
it in a shopping bag, send it back.
Yeah. I don't quite know how the return oil thing works. It's a little weird to me.
Garrett P knows all about it. You buy 2 oils.
Two
So you got
oils.
one on deck. You put your old oil in the new oil container.
Yeah.
Return it. Get your money back. Buy another new one. So you're always got a new one on hand.
I just can't be bothered.
It's a lot of.
Garrett's close, though. Does he live close?
Yeah, we're close to.
So
FCP.
he can.
Yeah,
Just
FCP 's
drop it
40
off.
minutes
What do
from
I mean?
me.
I'm going to ship it there.
You can.
I just can't be
I'm
that
not
guy.
I'm just not going to do. Yeah, one, I won't be that guy. Two, I can't be bothered.
If it was right down the street, I wouldn't do it. I could not imagine. I just
That's
dump it
true.
in a bucket. I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't care.
That's true.
You put it right back
Drink
in
it
the ground.
and
I
put
spent
it-
the
Where it came
$50
from.
and I shrugged my shoulders. Like,
Put in your
"Goddamn
wizard
upset,
stew.
man."
Yeah, I just can't be bothered. But do they offer anything like that? Like what are like some of these shops do like Lifetime?
Yeah, so like pretty much all Midas locations, it's like lifetime guarantee on shock struts, brake pads, brake shoes,
Coilovers.
yeah, coilovers, yeah.
Coming
Which is
in.
interesting on suspension because as Josh discussed 2 weeks ago, Rhode Island is among the worst.
Number 2 for the worst.
Number
It's
two
the
worst road-
49th best state to drive in.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately for us, like most of the time, like tie rod ends and ball joints will go before shocks and struts. So like,
Yeah.
usually those are like what ends up going
Yeah.
before it. But I mean, yeah, I mean it's it's few and far between that.
If
Like,
someone pulls in with a stage rally car and Monroe shocks on it, you're like, oh boy.
I mean, just
Lifetime guarantee,
Yeah.
baby.
just send it.
Throw 'em in the bag.
just send it back. Put a defective sticker on it, so throw it back in the bin, and it goes back.
Well, if it goes.
I love
Like,
that.
yeah.
What is the craziest thing you've seen so far?
Dude, I like what day? Like, I mean,
There was you posted like it was like a drive shaft that was going
oh
through.
yes, like center bearing on that was a Chevy Equinox, I think. The center
This
bearing.
was unreal.
Yeah,
there was
like-
at least an inch and a half of space all the way around like the drive shaft where like the bearing should be holding it in place.
It's just like
and he's just like
the tech went to go drive the car in, and like
Centrifugal force, man, held us together.
it came in for a state inspection, and I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Like even at low speeds, it was like thrashing around, and we're like,
He put it into park drive, and the shit was like,
Yeah.
boom.
like literally put a hole through the bottom of the floor. Yeah, I mean, like that's always, I don't know, it's always crazy to me. Like, we've like had customers where like we've told them like numerous times that like something's going bad, and then like timing belts on like older Subarus where like.
Yeah.
This is a maintenance item. You got to do a timing belt. Like, you got to do it. And then, like, sure enough, like, they get it towed in and timing
Needs a
belt
motor.
snapped and, all the valves are bent. And we're like, sorry, but, like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a big bill.
yeah, this is not going to be
Here's a
pretty.
year's worth of paperwork where we're telling you to replace this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of numb to it now. It's just like I see such crazy stuff, and like I said before, it comes down to like just people not knowing, and like
Yeah.
I can't tell you the amount of times where like we all joke, it's like, oh, my boy can do it cheaper. Like
Yeah.
cars have left and then come back, and then they're like like, oh,
My
I just
boy
paid.
tried.
Yeah, my boy
Turns
tried.
out it couldn't.
And then
Yeah.
like we ultimately end up having to fix it for them. Like, you
Dude,
just
this all day long next door.
Right.
I see piles of shit next door come into Kyle's shop. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? He's like, their boy could do it cheaper, so now I gotta fucking
Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we stand by literally everything that we do. Like, every car that rolls in and out of the shop, 1 year, 12,000 mile warranty, doesn't matter what it
Yeah.
is. Which it's like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with mom and pop shops. Like, but like, yeah, you're gonna pay a little bit extra with us. Like, we're somewhere between the mom and pops and the dealership. Like,
Yeah, but in a way, you guys kind of still are.
Oh, we're
Although
family, I mean, like it's like a family
legitimately
business. Like,
family business.
yeah, I mean, you know,
Although it has like a,
Yeah, it's
I
just
guess
a
I'd call it
franchise.
a
but
brand
it's-
name on
it's
it,
owned
but
by
it's-
locals. Yeah.
but I mean, so like Midases are franchised. So like a lot of people like like general assumptions like, oh, Midas, it's like kind of, whatever. It's a muffler shop. It's kind of rough and tumble. But like we do things like my brother-in-law does things like I can't tell you how night and day difference. Like we've gone to look at other Midases. So like we pay for a service called Bolt On. Basically each one of our technicians gets a tablet. It's their tablet. They own it. Our courtesy check. So like Midas only requires that you do like a courtesy check on the vehicle, like paper. We do ours all digitally. Gets texted right to your phone. Like the technician literally texts it right to your phone. Like we use like a red, yellow, green system. And like they can take videos, they can take photos. Like, so especially for like people who don't know, like they might not know what they're looking at, but they're like, oh, like he marked this in the red and took a photo of it. Like
well, it's just like my girlfriend brings her Mini to Mini, and she'll get like a 5-minute long video of a full vehicle walk around and the whole thing. I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah. I mean, so we do the same thing. We like it's a subscription that we pay for. And I mean, like a lot of people, like I had a girl who moved up from South Carolina, I don't know, somewhere, and she's like, literally, this is the best experience I've ever had at any automotive shop. She's like, she had a newer Corolla and didn't need really anything, but she's like, the fact that you guys like go through and check everything, she's like, just puts me at ease. And she's like, this is like the cleanest, nicest Midas I've ever been in my entire life. And I was like, that's the hugest compliment I could get because, I mean, like I said, they're all franchised, so you can do things really kind of any way you want. But like all three of our shops, like when I tell you I worked at all three of them, like it's plug and play. No matter where I worked, the computer system is the same. The technicians do the reports exactly the same. Like it's kind of standardized. So like, to that, it's like, it's pretty different from the way I guess most other shops would do things. But,
Yeah. It is a free for all, just, at a lot of places.
Right.
Truthfully.
Exactly. So yeah, that's,
Does your brother-in-law own a Fox body?
he does.
Fucking knew
Calypso Green.
I knew it.
It's
I
Calypso
knew it.
Green?
Yes.
Calypso Green, Florida car. It's 302 supercharged.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
I
get to
remember
drive.
seeing like
fucking
photos
fan
of it at one
culture.
point. Yeah.
Is this the one that, like in Corey's daydreams?
Yeah, it's I get to drive it every single day. It's like I mean we park it in the shop, so like I pull it in and out every day, which is not that exciting, but like
Does it make the
When-
supercharger noise?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think
it
fucks,
does.
huh?
Yeah.
Can we get one, Chuck?
It's-
Can we get a?
No, the
I'm out.
superchargers
I'm out
on
of
those
energy.
sound like it's like they're like
Remember that guy
like
throwing the
marbles.
keys?
Yeah. What's that?
Remember that meet we went to? The guy throwing the keys over the roof of the supercharged Fox body?
Oh, I
That
did.
was
yeah,
one of my best
that was
guys
like
ever.
Chris
Search
shop.
spot.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's who I want to be.
Yeah.
but
Well, he's trying to sell that thing for cheap or what?
he just
No, dude.
he's just got to paint it, so probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Is it was it
50K.
originally Calypso?
The Fox body Mustang market is like
It's like
so
Mark IV
ridiculous right
Super.
now.
Yeah, those things are like 11 grand now.
Yeah.
Was it originally Calypso?
yep, original
All
Calypso.
right, I was gonna mock him down because of that.
A
Yeah, no.
Calypso green Fox in gray shape's probably like 30-40 grand if I had to guess.
It's insane.
And,
What like
it's clean too. Like
Like floor pans, 40 grand.
That baby burn the tires, make smoke.
okay, I don't get to drive it. So
What's he doing
The
Sunday?
answer is yes.
what's he doing Sunday?
What?
He's coming
I
down?
mean, maybe I could.
What's he doing
sway
Sunday?
Him. Maybe
Yeah,
I could
see?
sway him.
What
Come bring it
what do
on
we make
over.
for power on that bad boy?
I don't know.
It's a Mustang
Is the motor
supercharger.
still together? Under 500.
Way under 500, under 400,
I mean,
about
it
310.
rips. It's fun to drive, but
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Those things are sick. Bring that down to the donut meet. Or bring
American
them with
machine.
I need specs. I need it for the drift car.
You just need
you.
just to keep moving.
Hey, will you
forward.
guys put a 302 in an E36 over there, Midas?
absolutely.
All right.
As a
I
matter
gotta
of
go.
fact, actually,
Get
I
it
was
towed
gonna
up.
talk to Shook about this. I have 3 302s.
Take
in
'em.
Yeah, I have 3 spare 302s in the shop right now. So
Are they running?
debatable.
More running than yours is right now.
spare as in just like engines
Flops?
outside of vehicles?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Are they windowed? Or are they nitrous motors?
No, they were no.
They were.
One, one of them you don't want, but the other two
Ran when parked.
you might be able to scavenge some stuff off.
ran
of.
when parked.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I'll fuck
GT40
around.
heads.
Listen, I'll take blocks all day because I'll throw nitrous at it. I I was looking at 100-shot kits. You know, what do we want to do here?
What do they run out of 1,000-shot kits at the
Yeah,
shop?
1,000 shots like a jet engine. Take it right off.
That was going to be our drift car. Remember that revival
It just
drift
needs
car?
to make one pass.
Exactly.
The motor doesn't need to be running over the light. You know.
It's going to be perfect.
The way you think. Jesus.
So
Jack Adams, you need Jesus, my brother in Christ. Yeah. Yeah. This is unbelievable.
Stang 1282. Let me get one of those.
Yeah, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
Paul Star Wars.
So it's safe to
Is that
say.
Paul Star Wars?
Yeah.
Paul Star Wars is the best.
Oh, is it? Big shots. Safe to say you're comfortable with your career
Oh yeah, I mean,
change.
like the only thing that I miss my customers, to be honest with you, at Alforno. Like I miss all the people, but I mean aside from that, no, I mean it's like
They'll let you take a shift a week. Come on, baby.
I've
Flirted with the
talked-
idea.
I've talked about doing a
Yeah.
celebrity guest appearance.
Yeah, there
maybe
you
on
go.
an occasion. So, no, but I mean it's like it's consistent. It's benefits. It's
Yeah.
all of that. So, but yeah, actually, I just thought of something. The craziest thing I think I've ever had happen was I had a guy get into an argument with me about he applied for a Midas credit card and wanted to use financing to pay for his $25 oil change and like got into an argument about that. I was like, there's a minimum. Like you need to there's like a $200 or like $199 minimum or whatever.
That's bullshit.
And and that's what his point was. He's like, this is ridiculous. Or no, it actually wasn't even a Midas credit card. It was like a third-party finance company.
Trying to
that
pay
we,
$1 a
work
month
with.
for the
Yeah,
next year.
Exactly. It was a third-party finance company. That's what it was that we use. And he's like, well, that was never disclosed to me that I can't use. I'm like, dude, like this is to help people out when they are in an emergency. Like they need
Right,
that.
right.
He's like, I can't use this for my $25 oil change. I'm like, no.
Dude, I totally didn't even think about that. You guys can finance all these jobs.
Yeah. So that's. I mean,
Shit, you hear that, buddy? You can finance this 302 swap.
I mean, we don't have a firm.
can
but
affirm it, yeah.
We don't have a firm, but we have other options.
It might be less scammy if it's not a firm.
I got
actually.
terrible credit. Let's see what we can get into.
Fuck around and find out.
Shook's
You
in the
never
cha-
fuck around. You won't
Shook's
find
in
out.
the chat room cutting deals with pros right now. Oh man.
It's scalable. I'm sure there are ways to make a K-swap and an E36 scalable.
If anybody knows how to do it, it's TCS.
It's
I don't even know
tailored
how
chassis.
scalable fits into that sentence.
It's the first scale is buy a CRV so you can get your bottom end.
No, you're wrong, but that's fine.
So
I looked into it because I built a long block and I had it and I was like, I could do this. And then when I started looking into the swap parts, I was like, I'm out. But if I just did what I'm doing now and didn't do things that I'm doing, I could have easily done a K swap.
For our
It's just
listeners
at this
worrying about
point-
this, like going off track, Shook's in the chat room talking to Tailored Chassis Solutions about doing a K swap in his E36.
No, your radio didn't just skip.
Yeah, this Shook cunt back end deals over here.
Listen,
Poor guy.
you brought it up. You brought it up.
did you bring the fun car to work?
I think this Sunday will be the first time I've driven the green cars, the Mark III, since 4th of July, when I actually came to the 3rd of July meet. So
Yep.
I'm saying I know I've seen it here in the summer.
yeah, you guys should be honored. Like
We
the
are honored.
only time I drive that car lately is no. So that car has been down. It's like a rabbit hole. Like one thing breaks on it, and then I'm like, oh, while I'm doing this. Oh, while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Like so, I just did a ABF alternator swap on it. So the belt drive only consists of 3 pulleys now. It's water pump, crank, and alternator, and it uses the ABF bracket, or the alternator actually is a tensioner. Blue outer CV on an axle, which my axles are 6-speed Mark III axles, which AutoZone does not carry 6-speed Mark III axles. So I have to rebuild the outer CV on that. And in the process of setting up boost by gear too, which
Boost by
Nice.
gear.
yeah,
Okay.
which the car is, I have it just on wastegate pressure right now or wastegate spring, and it's like spikes at like 20, holds at 17, but that turbo is way too big for that motor. It's
That's
like
a fucking spring.
That's That's one hell of a spring.
Yeah, so it's like 3 springs actually stacked
Yeah, I was gonna say,
together. It's
a
like,
wastegate spring at 20 is
Yeah.
an interesting spring.
yeah, it's actually 3. Tile is basically like, if you want this number, put yellow and blue. And if you want this number, you put yellow, blue, and green. And if you want this number, if you want to just grenade your motor, just put
just-
a bunch.
just
put-
pull the
put
tube
all
off the wastegate.
springs. We gave you 6 springs. Just put all 6 of them. And if
Pop
you want
'em in.
45 psi, just put all 6 in.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I have to like plumb all that in. And then, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. So by the time I come this Sunday, Boost by Gear will not be set up, but the car will be hopefully fixed. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. How do you go about setting up Boost Bike gear in the car?
So it's actually set up like you can do it 2 ways. You can either do a micro switch on the shifter, or you can do it by like wheel speed, which is I'm just gonna do it by wheel speed. So, basically, kind of knowing roughly what shift point, and then, I mean, highway roll racing, like anything over 50, it just
Give me all the sauce.
give me the give me the whole shebang. So,
She goes, she goes.
yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, I mean, I haven't driven it pretty much at all. Also, there's been a few registration snags, so just waiting till January of 2023 when it's an antique and I can
Not have to
register.
worry
Yes.
about.
We're knocking on the door at this point.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I gotta make that last stretch, and I'll be able to register it as antique next year. So
Any
In the
opportunities
clear.
as a dealer plate through the Midas, or
no, it's kind of a gray area there. It's
I
a
got-
lot of insurance.
Gray's a nice
liability.
color.
Yeah, it's a lot of insurance liability with that. So,
I got a guy that does inspections. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
yeah. January 2023 though. I mean,
Dude, the
fucking-
25 years, just like, I was looking at that with my M Coupe today, and I was like, shit, I wish it was a 98. So I go
Yeah.
one more year to kind of wait to put a standalone in it, and
Yep.
never worry about anything again.
Thinking like years ago, I'm like, oh my god, I have to wait till 2023 to listen to an NT.
Here
now
we
I'm
are.
like, whoa, like that's literally next year. So
It happens.
it does.
Doesn't stop. Do you have any other plans for it in 2023, long term?
The Mark III?
Yeah.
Well, it did this awesome thing, I think Waterfest, like 5 or 6 years ago. Actually, it was probably longer ago than that. But anyways, I have an AccuAir ECU. According to Katie next door, they do not like trickle chargers, or they don't like sitting for long periods of time. And my wife and I were driving down to Waterfest, and middle of the night, and the car just aired itself out, like on the highway.
Oh
just
my God.
started acting all sorts of buck wild. The controller started flashing, and then just aired itself out on the highway. So,
Nice.
yeah, like my quarters and fenders got cooked. So, I mean, like long term, I'd like to fix that. Probably redo the rockers.
Are you doing all the painting? Yeah, you're doing.
So when the car was originally resprayed, going back like 11 or 12 years ago, I did all the body work, all the metal work, stuff like that, and then just literally dropped it off at the body shop and like got it sprayed.
Yeah.
But like as far as the engine bay goes, like yeah, I did all the metal work, all the body work, and then pulled the firewall out and sprayed that separate. Did the engine bay, sprayed that. I did that all in my home garage, just like wet the floor, and
Yep.
I have a 60-gallon compressor in my garage and just like shot it. And like anything that's color matched, like wheel faces, intercooler piping, valve cover, all of that stuff I've painted myself. So
Yep.
and like to be fair, like anyone who looks at it, like if you're really critiquing it, like it's not the best, but like I did it. Like
Yeah,
for sure.
So
Yeah.
Paint guys out there could rip it apart, but I'm like, dude, I did it in my home garage. Like, it
It
is
does
what
the
it is.
job.
Yeah, exactly. So
What's a typical day for you at work? How many cars do you guys typically turn out?
a day,
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually.
it's kind of tricky. Like, so anywhere from probably 15 to 22
Okay.
on any given day. I mean, it depends what the workload is. Like, I mean, we get a lot of heavy.
I was gonna say you try to schedule the big stuff. Right?
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's tough to say, but yeah, like a conservative number is like 15 to 22.
Yeah.
And that's like generally kind of speaking across the board on like all the shops. Like, we've had some like bigger long-term projects at my location. Like we have a 67 convertible Mustang that was like a long-term project. So like that's been tying up a bay for a while. Hence the 302s.
Is that How does that get billed out? Are you just
It's kind of it's on the books, but like it's just like a long term. Like when my guys have downtime, they'll like go
jump
work
on
it.
that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like not like a priority by any means.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, like that's a long term project that we have. We have like a 70 Riviera that's like a long term project too that like needs a bunch of work. So yeah, I mean like most of the shops are between 5 and 8 bays.
Mm-hmm.
So average is like 15 to 22 cars a day, somewhere around there.
Yep. That's pretty wild. That's a good amount. With
Yeah.
how many employees? Techs?
On any given day, as little as 2, as many as 4, 5.
Okay.
I mean, just kind of generalizing amongst all the locations. So, no, I mean, like I said, I have a great team of guys. Like, they do incredible work. You know, it's like, it's one of those things where if I didn't like trust the guys, I would like never refer people there, but it's just like, I had no questions asked. I'm like, I stand by whatever they say, whatever, you know, diagnosis they give, like I stand behind them. So, they're a good group of guys.
Thank you for coming to hang out.
Of course.
I think that's all my general questions. And we had some others, and I did ask for people to share stories in the chat. I'm sorry, in the our Instagram, which is
Chat's out of pocket right
wow,
now.
the chat's gone
We're spending a
wild.
lot of money in the chat right now. I'm gonna need the name of your finance guy.
Chuck and I need financial advisors at financials@revivalmotoring.com.
TCS. Get in touch.
If I throw like 12 grand into the CRV, it looks like we're gonna be able to get a turbo, boys. Still saving
Are you
money.
trying to sell it?
Not anymore.
Shuck, I just sold,
Things
actually. I had
drastically
a K20 head, K24 block combo that you could have snagged for like real cheap.
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar, literally. I sold it to a guy that's swapping it into an MR2, actually. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Senior Dos.
I had the whole Senor Dos, Mr. 2. I had a full long block from my EK. I don't know if I have the heart to like build it again. Like I would probably do what TCS just said, like just buy a fucking long block and boost the shit out of it.
Just go to TCS and sign the paperwork.
I haven't been paying attention.
That's what I plan on doing.
TCS, do you take a firm?
12 kicking to burn all 4. That's what I'm talking about. Let's
I was like,
fucking
12 quid.
go.
Pretty. That's a heavy budget for turbo in one of those things.
Looks like I'm gonna have a great
Yeah,
turbo.
I think you're used to building GTRs.
Yeah. 12 kids, I got turbo kit. Let's
Yeah.
get this thing done.
12K is running like 9s. In
Oh,
a
yeah.
CRV.
Off the trailer.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
I think that would
It's a
really,
whole different world.
I would love to see your face when you come back because my friend ran 10.58 off the trailer, like first turbo front wheel drive car.
And is what?
It was
Not
like
a
a turbo
CRV.
Civic
Yeah.
front wheel drive, but all you can see, obviously, with the helmet is him like this. Because he was just fucking, like, his eyes were flashing open. He's like, it's fast as fuck.
I mean, I could probably, if I'm being real, I could probably throw supercharger money for a Tacoma at the CRV.
Yeah.
Probably like $5-6 grand. So let's get me halfway home.
Yeah.
Affirm the rest. Call it a day.
Oh, look at that. A firm preloaded credit card. All right, I'll call my people at a firm.
Yeah. I'll call my people in Switzerland.
Yeah.
See what we could do. Last time I got approved for a $12,000 or 11.5 limit, so we're right there.
We're right on the
I
brink.
think we can make that happen.
Let's get into some questions. SRT forever.
SRT forever.
Shouts to the Chuck system again. Dumped my
Let's go.
E61 for a screaming deal on a Toyota truck.
There we go. I
E51.
like that.
All right.
WNB_FC3 had a guy complain about new car smell. When we told him there's no fix, he threatened lemon law.
For new car smell?
New car
Lemon
smell.
law?
Yeah.
That's funny. When my X3 was new, my daughter hated the smell of it. And I was like, this is just magical in here. She's like, I don't like it.
That's the smell
She
of.
just
pre-farts.
dropped waffles in it in the morning until
Actually,
it
that
stopped
did just
smelling nice.
remind me. We had a woman threaten to sue us because a dealership told her that Midas doesn't do the type of AC services that her car needs. And I'm like, we do 1, 2, 3, 4 YF. Like we have like those machines.
Yeah.
And the dealership told her Midas is too broke to have those machines. I'm like, oh really? I'm like,
Oh my God, you can fix my AC in all my cars.
That's such a blanket statement.
Midas is too broke.
I'm gonna be living at this Midas.
Let's see. Random auto Radmoon Auto Detailing. not
Radwood Auto
random.
Detailing.
What is your go-to horror movie for spooky season?
Oh,
Shining.
Halloween.
Halloween's pretty
In-
good.
About 24 hours now, I'll be walking out of the new one.
Ooh, very
So.
excited.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Halloween, obviously.
it's
Easy.
it's not Cleavage Queens.
No. No, I got to wait a whole year for that one.
It's gonna be worth the wait.
Andrew Miller just writes, "Happy birthday,
Mr. Miller.
Corey. See
Oh,
you
thank
last
you.
Sunday."
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you,
Early
thank
Big
you.
birthday.
shouts, big shouts. Taco Wizard.
Taco Wizard.
Oh, happy birthday to Raph.
Big
Today.
shouts to
Happy
Raph. Yeah,
Happy
Right.
birthday to
Happy
Raph.
birthday.
Today's his birthday.
if he ever gets us deep in the podcast, he'll know we love him.
It's
and
still
wish
the
him a happy
12th right
birthday.
now.
Made
still
it.
his birthday,
Made it.
What'd that
technically.
car ever do to you, man?
Yeah,
I-
that ain't right.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Baby Yoda, what's your
Baby
favorite
Yoda.
thing about your car? If multiple cars, just pick one.
Oh, well, the SI runs, so that's cool. I'm digging that right now.
Big fan of a car running.
Yeah, that's pretty,
Wow.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. I would say the heated seats in my 1 Series.
Pretty rad.
Ah, that's
Pretty warm.
lovely. Lovely. It's such a
Hot
nice little
feature.
touch. Windows down, heated seats on. Bene.
Molto bene.
Yeah, molto bene. See?
I gotta say, having CarPlay in a vehicle is pretty good.
There you go.
Well, now that I'm the official finger type big truck guy,
That's right, big truck guy.
I am a giant fan of my lifted truck.
Yeah.
It does lift kit things. Drives over stuff with big tires. Thank you.
Let's see. Baby Yoda again.
Baby Yoda.
Is it weird to prefer the chocolate glazed stick over the donut?
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, I never went to donut.
Nobody wants
Hot
a glaze
take.
stick.
But I prefer jelly sticks over donuts.
You're an animal.
Yeah, it's
They're
fucking
delicious, especially when they're a little crispy.
senseless.
He goes,
And they're a little stale, like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just like day old. I'm just thinking of like day old
You
Dunkin'
like beat a man to
Donuts.
death with one of those
Yeah, I
things.
like when they're crispy a little bit. The
Alright.
Dunkin' ones.
Spanish English.
Spanish English.
Speaking of
Raph
Raph.
himself.
Favorite
Wah, wah, wah.
automotive show from the 2000s.
Oh my god.
automotive show from 2000s.
Monster Garage. Lit.
Oh, my
man,
god.
Monster Garage was good.
Does Best Motoring count because it's been on forever?
That's
What's the show where they would like fake steal someone's car in like
Oh, makeover. Hot
oh,
rod
with
makeover,
chip-
whatever.
chip
foods.
food.
it was Chip Foos. and they would-
Overhauling.
Overhauling.
Overhauling's tight.
Yeah,
dude.
overhauling.
Where's my car? Oh my god, it's Chip Foos. Are the chrome wheels on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are chrome wheels on it.
My favorite part of
these
the
billet wheels.
my favorite part of the whole show was when he would hand draw the rendering.
Yeah.
Yeah, nasty
Fuck, man.
drawer.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
he's so
dude,
fucking
so
talented.
nasty.
Turns out he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
What's the one with the two guys in the garage and they just play like generic metal music and he's like,
Oh.
today on
Wheeler
this
Dealers?
episode, we're gonna turn
No, I-
some wrenches.
No, is that the
Oh.
truck guys? I think it's.
They build like all kinds of shit,
Oh.
but that's how
The
it
best
always-
was Jesse James. What did Jesse James' show? Monster Garage.
Monster Garage.
Monster
Yeah,
That was wild.
that was great. That was a great show.
Hated
Uh,
that sucker.
Kevin 401.
Chem 401.
Would you rather eat peanuts for a whole day or one bite of dog food?
Eat peanuts for a whole
day.
Yeah.
Peanuts, yeah.
They may bind me up, but at least I'm not eating dog food.
Yeah.
That's an insane question.
Let's see, Kevin.
It's fucking wild,
That's
dude.
the easiest.
I would do that even
peanuts-
if I was allergic to peanuts.
I do peanuts just for the hell of it.
I'd
I mean,
eat
I
the
do
fucking peanuts with a fork and a knife.
yeah. Chip tooth custom 24-inch chromies. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's true.
Let's see, Kevin 401 again. Thoughts on Daniel Ricciardo not racing on the F1 grid next year?
I
It's
didn't
pretty
even-
wild.
It's super wild. I didn't even get into Suzuka this past weekend. It was fucking mayhem.
Yeah, it seems like the
Suzuka?
early pictures were just wow. That's a lot of rain.
Suzuka was all out mayhem. Like if you even walked away for a lap, you came back and you're like, who's out of the race? Who crashed?
Yeah,
What's going on? Like it was insane. It was a crazy race to watch. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. You can watch it pretty much everywhere at this point, but it was fucking crazy.
beefy clutch.
Evie clutch.
Ever call someone a grommet as an insult? Try it.
No.
Not yet.
Oh, a
No, I
grommet?
say
No.
wingnut sometimes.
Grommet.
Yeah.
Last couple here. Jordan MX_5.
Jordan MX5.
And he writes, Jordan MX_5 asks,
Idiot.
That guy gets it.
what's the best sauce to put on fries? God bless.
sauce to put on fries.
Chick-fil-A sauce, obviously. Let's be
Chick-fil-A
honest.
sauce is unbelievable.
But I mean, a good poutine with great proper gravy on it.
That's a gravy. That's not a sauce.
That's
I mean,
gravy, no?
sauce-
Some may
I
call
don't know
it
what is
sauce.
the, what is
Cheese
the
with
sauce.
the
This is
sauce.
sign.
It
Define
throws me off because there's
I mean, you give me a little
certain
red sauce.
people
I'm not
that
gonna say
call
no. Little
right
marinara.
call sauce a gravy.
gravy sauce.
I mean,
Right
throw a little
Farm.
ranch on some fries, and I'm in.
Little
Chomps ketchup.
leftover
Sauce.
pasta sauce
Yeah.
from Wright's
Oh,
Farm.
Wright's Farm with the leftover
Yeah.
pasta
And
sauce,
the fries are
Wow,
The
we should go
fries
to
and the-
Wright's.
the
We should go
fries
to
and the
Wright's
wet
Farm.
salad?
Oh, the wet
Yeah.
fries and the
Yeah.
wet salad.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should go to Wright's Farm, dudes,
Yeah.
before one of these. Just get there.
It's like a
early.
rite of passage to be a Rhode Islander. You have
You
to
get
like,
it's
I
still
forget-
cash only,
We-
right?
No.
No.
We took someone there and they were appalled. I forget who it was. We went and it was their first time and they were like,
Was it my wife?
no, it wasn't your wife.
It was my wife. Who hated it?
I don't
I
know.
remember that too. We took some.
They were like actually like offended that
Taken
we.
aback.
This is what we did with them.
Was
Wow.
it Phil?
No,
No, Phil hates the other place.
Yeah.
Who did we take to Rice Farm and they hated it? I remember that too.
Fuck, I can't.
It was.
And the whole time we were hyping it up, and they fucking hated it.
Yeah, I can see that. We hyped it up too hard.
I'm down with malt vinegar. I'll take that.
Malt vinegar on fries is good.
Hey, it's almost finger tight dinner. We got to talk to.
We
gotta
gotta plan
talk to
that
Twin
out.
Oaks.
It is almost finger tight dinner. That's
the
right.
20th, right? I think.
Yeah. talk to Twin
Also,
Oaks.
I just want to throw this out there. These guys are not wrong. If you've never been to Peter Luger's, it's a life-changing experience.
Oh, it
I
changes
know,
your life.
I know it's been mentioned a million times on this podcast, but it literally will change your life. If you're ever in New York City and you can only eat at one restaurant, go to Peter Luger's.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so good.
Change
it's-
your life for the right.
Yeah, my life has been different ever since.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't
Add a
go
little
back.
like Christ
It's,
chop to your
uh,
I got a
life.
little pep in my step ever since I ate there.
I can't go back. I was looking for something.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Let's see. I wanted to bring up one more thing.
Oh,
if
Here
I
we
can-
go.
looking for
Bringing up one
something.
thing over here.
Just for weekend events. Obviously,
Weekend.
yeah, we have our donut meet again on Sunday.
yeah.
But there's also a Drift the East Drift Stars car show at Star Speedway.
Oh, the Star Speedway thing. I saw that. Looks
Go
cool.
just look up EVG Performance. All the information is there. I'm sure there's a website where you can register.
Yeah,
all that.
you got to go to the website because there's a deeper meaning behind this whole thing as well.
Yes, there is actually.
There's a huge meaning behind this.
Yeah. It says it's on their website, right?
It covers it thoroughly on their website and Instagram.
This is to really basically save a track.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's kind of the gist.
They got like very limited time to try and raise funds just to exist for one other year.
Yeah.
We often joke about like bucks for the boys to keep the lights on, which is true. We're not
It-
joking, but they're trying to raise funds to
Keep the tires
a track open.
Yeah.
I mean, and with drifting is getting as big as it is, there's definitely
There's no reason this can't exist as
Yeah.
well. EVG Performance on Facebook. Drift the East presents Drift Stars at Star Speedway. Drifting exhibitions, Burnout Comp, Auto Show, vendors, fairgrounds. Go join them for the celebration. Again, Saturday, October 15th. Gates open at 10 a.m. Star Speedway in Epping, New Hampshire. So go check
That's
that.
what Epping, New Hampshire's racetrack is called Star Speedway.
Not the drag strip.
not the drag strip.
Oh, it's separate from the drag
Yep.
strip.
Yeah, I believe it's like,
very close to each other, but they are separate.
I
yeah.
was gonna say I've only ever heard the drag strip called Epping.
I
me
legit.
too.
I didn't even know this place existed.
Well, that's the
Sure,
problem right there. We
until
need some
2-ish,
advertisement, baby.
maybe a month ago.
Come on,
Maybe
baby.
two
I was
months.
able to meet this gentleman because I stole his extension
rude.
cord.
Extension cord.
I stole his extension cord. He came over and asked for it back very kindly.
Big shouts, Shabby told us it was available.
Yeah, Shabby told me to take it.
Yeah,
so
we listened
Oh,
to him.
Shabby.
Was this at Lock City you stole it?
it was
Staggered.
Staggered.
Crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
We apologize. Sorry.
But came over, had a great conversation, and yeah, I mean it's super cool. It's close for a lot of people out that way. So.
Yep.
Do you guys got any left right in your seat? I got some left right with some suspicious.
Yours might be a little loosey goosey.
I got no left right.
You know, left right.
Yeah,
put
there's
your
no-
shoulders. You gotta put your elbows in the rest. And
I
give
think
it a little
everybody
left,
else-
right.
Yeah, I got
Maybe a
little
little
of
bit.
that, too.
A little bit of a
Everybody else-
pop in
Maybe
it.
a little bit.
They place themselves in the chair. They don't sumo slam.
Yeah.
Little pop locking going on.
Yeah, a little pop and walking.
Blame the circle jerk, boys.
That's
their
it.
Yeah.
Always
That
blame
was them
them.
getting crazy.
That's it. They moved all of our stuff too.
Moshing in the
These
pit.
fucking guys.
Down the street from Sig. Also down the street.
Oh, we could do some sporting goods.
Also down the street from Pease Air Force Base. Wild. You can see some wild shit fly in and out of there.
Oh,
All right, let's get
Ask me
down
how
there.
I know.
Little little alien
Field trip?
spaceship.
No, like giant like cargo carriers.
Okay.
You're looking at this thing and you're like, where is it going to land? Me?
Right here.
On me? Where is it going to land? And then it just disappears behind this building and you're like, where'd it go?
I go to Sig, do a little shopping
Went
trip up
into
there.
went into
There
it.
goes my There goes my turbo CRV. You know, if
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to
I would
6
love
hours.
to hit up Beretta, New York City, smoke a cigar, have a little whiskey in there. You know, they don't even touch. You got to wear gloves to touch some of the guns in there. True.
You're not even allowed in. What are we doing?
What are you talking about? I have a clay pigeon or a steel pigeon.
What's the warning on the screen over there?
Crisis averted.
Stream has been ended. I was like,
Yeah.
confused it.
On that note, as always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Again, B for B, we have a contest going, or giveaway going, I guess you want to call it, which we will pick a lucky subscriber who subscribes to that at the end of this month. Also, check out some of the other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, the Circle Jerks podcast. Visit our website, revivalmotoring.com, for more articles, merch, and things of that nature. We will have some new stickers and stuff up soon enough. I think that's it, right, gentlemen?
That's it.
Again,
Come out this Sunday.
See you at the donut
See your
meet.
proclamation.
Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Be good to each other.